between the 2-2 Alice Coyotes and the 0-4 GP Wildcats. I'm Doug Kesterson, joined alongside my partner. 4 years now is James Espinosa?
Yeah, this is 4 years complete. This is our 5th season together, Doug.
Wow.
It's always a pleasure to be here with you on a Friday night in Portland, Texas.
Absolutely, and of course producing the live stream tonight, and just a swell guy is Marcos Marroquin.
Hey, Doug. How you doing?
Good, man. We had a fun game last night for those of you who did not get to watch on MikeSportsNetwork.com. Moody with a 2-point victory, 49-47 at Javelina Stadium. A back-and-forth contest. Really wasn't sure who was going to win that ball game last night, Marcos.
No, yeah, it was a good one. I recommend y'all checking that out. We should have that one on demand on our YouTube page here pretty soon.
And it is available on the website still right now on the homepage.
It is still available there, so make sure y'all go check it out. It was a close game. As you said, a 49-47 victory as Kingsville got the upper hand. They were down. Moody got the upper hand. Kingsville was down by 24 points in the fourth quarter. They came back to make that one a very interesting game late.
Absolutely. Tonight's game is presented by Allen Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, over Aransas Pass. Sponsors tonight: Moody's Quality Meats, Al Williford Chevrolet, G-Tech Communications, South Texas Bone and Joint, Lux Realty Group, Complete Foundation Repairs, formerly known as Eurotech, Neal's Urban Oven, Moore's Compounding Pharmacy, and the Corpus Christi Sports Commission. The last meeting between these two teams was in 2019, a 43-7 win for the Coyotes in Alice. I was there for that game. It was and oddly enough, I believe we had Art Green as the official that night.
Yeah, and he'll be back tonight, Doug, leading this crew. And you know, you think Alice, you think GP, you think two historically good programs. It's always nice when you get these two teams meeting up.
So how many times do you think these two teams have faced each other?
In their entire histories?
Yes.
Gregory
Portland versus Alice.
I'm going to venture to say we're at 22.
You know what? If you would have guessed that and had a prize going on it for the closest to win without going over, ding, 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 you won the prize. And a brand new car.
What was it?
23.
Oh, man.
15-8. GP leads this all-time series, and they've won 4 out of the last 5, 8 out of the last 10. However, I did say the first meeting back in 1982, Alice won 31-24. The head coach then was Ray Akins. 2 overtime games and 1 tie, which GP won because of more first downs.
Oh, yes. The first down tiebreaker.
Tonight's head coach for the Gregory Portland Wildcats and athletic director is Brent Davis. Brent Davis was also the head coach from Alice from 2005 to 2008. GP won the 05, 06, and 07 games against Coach Davis.
Man, so much history between these two programs. And Coach Davis, of course, this is now 2 weeks in a row that he's coaching against a former program that he was once the head ball coach of. So, yeah, I'm excited about this one tonight, Doug. Alice 2-2, GP 0-4. This one should be a good one, week 5.
Other notable coaches for the Alice Coyotes, as we mentioned, head coach Brent Davis. Also had Bruce Bush, who was a coach here at Gregory Portland as well. Justin Evans, who is in a massive battle tonight with the Sinton Pirates at Buck Stadium. And Spike Dykes.
Yes, the Spike Dykes.
Spike Dykes, yes.
That is pretty awesome to hear right there, Doug. And yeah, you know, there's been a bevy of just legendary coaches that have roamed each of the sidelines. Should be pretty good.
Absolutely. The cheerleaders are being introduced right now, and we are live on MICSportsNetwork.com, correct?
Yes, we are. I believe we are live on MICSportsNetwork.com and on our radio home, News Talk KEYS. We're in Portland, Texas tonight. Ray Akins, Wildcat Stadium, the Vito Duran Press Box. James Espinosa, Doug Kesterson, and Marcos Marroquin with you. 2-2 Alice, the visiting squad, facing the 0-4 Gregory Portland Wildcats. It's a Week 5 matchup. Cannot believe we are already in Week 5 of the Texas high school football season. But here we are. We're chugging along, and we're ready for an action-packed contest for you tonight, and I hope you are as well. Cheerleaders are on the field right now getting introduced. Got the Coyote mascots in full gear, Alice cheerleaders as well, on the far side of the field, just beyond the interlocking GP at the 50-yard line. We're going to go ahead and take a 1-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have more pregame for you. 1-minute break. It's Alice and Gregory Portland. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Allen Samuels, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Aransas Pass, where great deals meet great quality.
Take advantage of up to $16,000 off on select new model Ram 1500s with no payments for 90 days. But that's not all. Enjoy 0% APR for 36 months on our new Jeep Wranglers. Your summer adventure starts here. Visit us today and let's make this summer amazing together.
We're only 20 minutes away from downtown Corpus Christi. Come by. Let's be friends.
When it comes to real estate, settling isn't in your vocabulary, and it certainly isn't in ours. Welcome to Lux Realty Group, where high standards are our foundation and exceptional service is our promise. Our team of seasoned experts is dedicated to understanding your unique desires and helping you find a home that reflects your impeccable taste. Contact Lux Realty Group today and receive a complimentary consultation. 315 5th Street in Portland, or call 361-977-2020.
Here at Ray Akins Wildcat Stadium in the Vito Duran press box. So glad you're with us here tonight on News Talk KEYS 1440 AM and 98.7 FM. As we were talking a little bit about the legendary coaches that walk along these sidelines, J.R. Castellano, 42-21, 31st coach in school history. Brent Davis, I have not updated his. I believe I've updated his in 30th year as a head coach, 221 wins. Here's an interesting note, and I was telling Marcos a little bit today. Coach Davis's dad, Bobby, passed away right after the first game of Cal Allen, second week of the season. So he had a funeral to attend through all of that part with the beginning of the season, and we did pass along our condolences. His dad, Bobby, was a coach at Cal Allen for a little while, and he had 247 wins. So Coach Davis, Brent Davis, inching a little bit closer to his dad's all-time win record.
Yeah, and that should be, when that moment does happen, and you venture that it will happen with how great Coach Davis has been throughout the entirety of his career, that could be a very emotional moment, I can only imagine.
500 wins between father and son. Right, just shy of 500 wins. That's pretty impressive.
I mean, there's not a lot of father-son duos who can stake that claim here in Texas.
And not only coaching, it counts to wins, but it's also how you talk to your players. I had a conversation to get to talk to Coach Davis beforehand a little bit last week about talking to his players that he had on Sinton. And when he was talking about it, he was like, he got to talk to some of those former players and just kind of pregame, well, hey, shake your hands, how are you, good to see you kind of thing. Great to see you, Coach. It's kind of a cool moment for him to see players that he's had.
Once a teacher, always a teacher, no matter how old your students may be. Alice has hit the field. The Coyotes in the all-white uniforms, Doug.
Okay.
Burnt orange numerals with the burnt orange Alice on the front of their chest.
And let's go ahead and get the starting lineup in tonight for the GP Wildcat offense. We have an opportunity to do so. Tyler Bergman, Andrew Evans, TJ Schmidt, Kali'i Leomidi, and Roman Thrubiat are the offensive linemen from left tackle to right tackle. Tight ends number 12, Colson Hallbelt. Wide receivers number 7, Braden Flores, 23, Ryder Harrison, and number 1, Brandon Coates. The running back number 5, Cody Adami, and quarterback 1 is wearing number 8. That's Reed Dooms.
For the Alice Coyote defense, starting up front, defensive end number 22, Jesse Varial. Number 23, Landon Brunston. At defensive tackle, you got number 75, Ramiro Cantu. And at nose guard, number 45, the big man, Damian Alviad. In the linebacking unit, you got number 38, Jaron Guerra, and number 13, Landon Guerra. At cornerback, number 27, Xavier Rodriguez, and number 12, Joseph Gaza. At strong safety, number 14, Alvaro Tunches, and at free safety, number 20, Arnold Manriquez. For the Coyote offense, you have left tackle, number 74, Victor Carriaga. Left guard, number 77, Fernando Ramirez. At center, number 67, Jesus Santana. Right guard is number 52, Tyler Rosales. And right tackle, number 57, TJ Cisneros. The wide receiver unit, it can go 4 deep. You got number 11, Colin Sesmelis. Number 13, Landon Guerra. Number 22, Jesse Varial. And number 3, Jamarian Peterson. At running back, number 21 is Ryder Salais. And at quarterback, number 7, Lucian Cruz.
Defensively for the GP Wildcats, we'll start with the defensive ends is number 19, Ian Ward, number 36, Jordan Chapman. The tackles, number 45, Efrain Acosta, number 53, Austin Wynn. Linebackers, 15, Cole Ziprian, and number 4, Quinn Supnett. Strong safeties, number 21, Isaac Gonzalez, followed by the free safety, number 3, Brent Nuss, as the Wildcats take the field. The rover defensively is number 23, Ryder Harrison. Cornerbacks, number 1, Brandon Coates, and number 6, Cooper Edwards. That's the starting 11 defensively that we project to start the ballgame tonight for the GP Wildcats. James, I know you do have the officials tonight.
Yes,
did you
I
find
do.
them?
I did, and I talked to them before the game. Head referee in charge, wearing the white hat, is Art Green. The umpire is Mark Deeringer. Head linesman is Joey Crow. Line judge is Michael Klotz. Back judge is Jeffrey Rosser. Field judge, Daryl Flowers. Side judge, Arnold Muniz. Play clock is David Cullison, and game clock is Jimmy Moore.
Vito knew Jimmy Moore well. And it is still a little odd to call a game here in this radio booth without Vito in it.
Yeah, it really is. Still not used to it. Don't know if I ever will be.
But we're in the Vito Duran press box. How about that? He would be in his chair with his chest bursting with pride. He would bust the buttons on his shirt.
Yeah, you're right.
And now at this time, would you please stand?
We're going to have the national anthem now, ladies and gentlemen.
Out of respect for our country and the men and women who serve.
PA announcer Brett DeGage continue.
Enjoy today. Gentlemen, would you please remove your caps and direct your attention to the 50-yard line for the presentation of the colors. Members of the Aransas Pass JROTC Color Guard are left rifle and guarding the Texas flag is Cadet Seaman Apprentice Espinosa. Carrying the Texas flag is Cadet Ensign Medeiros. Right rifle and guarding the American flag is Cadet Seaman Cano. And carrying the American flag is Cadet Ensign Mantu. Under the direction of Mr. Chris Morrow and the Gregory Portland High School Band, let's honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem.
It's not a Texas high school football Friday night without a great rendition of the national anthem. And, of course, the fans still all on their feet. No one has taken a seat yet. All eyes glued at the NJROTC making their way off the field. They've now hit the sideline. And the flags are retired. Captains for tonight for the Wildcats will be number 1, Brandon Coates, number 7, Braden Flores, number 8, Reed Dooms, and number 62 for the Wildcats is Roman Terruviat.
On the opposite side of things, Alice is getting their captains together. I see number 71, Vincent Beck, number 22, Jesse Varial, number 3, Jamarian Peterson, and number 38, Jaron Guerra.
They do have a player in street clothes as a captain tonight, not dressed out, and I'm not sure who that is.
For the visiting Coyotes, number 3, Jamarian Peterson. Number 22, Jesse Villarreal. Number 38, Jaron Guerra. Number 71, Vincent Beck.
Yeah, not sure that is, Doug. It wasn't announced by Mr. DeGage.
Number 1, Brandon Coates. Number 7, Braden Flores. Number 8, Reed Dooms. And number 62, Roman Turriati.
Crowd is still filing in here at Ray Akins Wildcat Stadium. It's a packed
I mean,
house here.
There's a lot of empty spaces, but I think the fans that are making their way in will start filling these areas out.
Yeah.
I mean, that Art Green said the Wildcats have won the toss and elected to receive. I have not seen number 7 for the Coyotes tonight. Have you, James?
Yeah, I've seen him.
Umpire Mark Derringer. Headlinesman.
Number 7, of course, we're talking about Braden Flores.
No, for the Coyotes.
Oh, for the Coyotes, Doug, number 7.
We are KEYS Corpus Christi. You're listening to Gregory Portland Wildcat Football on News Talk KEYS 1440 AM and 98.7 FM. And you're watching tonight on MICSportsNetwork.com.
You would be talking about quarterback Lucian Cruz. I
Yes.
did observe him warming up.
Okay, I just didn't see him out there right now. I was
Yeah.
looking for number 7, and I didn't see him out there. And I was like, well,
He was out there in the pregame warming up and throwing to his wide receivers. I did notice that.
okay.
So here we go.
Back deep, Brandon Coates, and it's number 7, Braden Flores, correct? No, that's
It's-
Carter Dominguez.
Yes, number 11, Carter Dominguez on the far side.
Flores and Dominguez are built similarly. Same stature.
Appreciate y'all being here tonight. MICSportsNetwork.com, News Talk KEYS. It's football time on a Friday night.
Sunset will be about 7:19. It's 83 degrees, 48% humidity, winds 5 miles an hour out the southeast. Sorry, the sunset at 7:19 tonight. And here's the kick from the Coyotes. Frank Uriarte back, and Dominguez lets it go through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wildcats have it 1st and 10 from their 25.
Wildcat offense set to hit the field, led by senior quarterback Reed Dooms. 805 yards passing on the season, 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's become more of a dual threat this year, Doug. 44 carries, 164 yards. He has 6 touchdowns on the ground. He averages just a shade under 4 yards per carry. We've really seen Reed Dooms utilize a lot more of his feet and his legs this season.
Wildcats break the huddle. Flores flanking out to the left. Harrison on the left side of the formation. Adame to the right of Reed Dooms. There's a snap, hands off to Adame up the middle. Hits a couple of linebackers and was able to take forward progress as they sling him down at the 30. Gain of 5 on first down.
Adame last week had a pretty good game. 13 carries, 84 yards, 2 touchdowns rushing. Adame with 498 rushing yards, knocking at the 500-yard mark. He will eclipse that tonight.
With that 5 yards, he should be over that now.
Yeah, just went over exactly. 5:02.
2nd down and 5. Hands off Adame again. Cuts back. Got the first down as he's tackled rudely across the 35 up to the 36.
And that was Brunson who made the tackle.
Moving the sticks, and it's 1st and 10 Wildcats with trips on the left. Snap, quick bubble screen to Ryder Harrison. He's got some blocking over a defender and over the 45-yard line near another first down. And they give him the first down as he has the 45. Dooms now 1 of 1.
It's only the 6th reception for Ryder Harrison this season.
2 receivers out on the left side of the formation. Hallbelt the right side, tied in. Hands off Adame, met at the line of scrimmage, and no gain.
Absolutely going nowhere. Number 38, Jaron Guetta, the senior, acting like a wall right there.
Actually, he loses a yard. The ball was spotted at the 46. It's now spotted at the 45. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
Wildcats are averaging just about 179 yards rushing per game.
Hallbelt is split out on the right side of the formation. Harrison starts the right whiz all the way over to the left side along the numbers. Sends Adame out in motion. He called a snap infraction on the Wildcats.
First penalty tonight. Sets them back 5.
To give you guys a little peek last night, referee Art Green did not like any of those going last night for Kingsville. So
Art Green, known to run a tight ship, baseball or football.
Very adamant with his calls, too. He will let you know what his decision is. Same formation for the Wildcats on second down. Dooms keeps it. He's up the middle. Dooms near the 49, stays on his feet. Somehow or another gets down into Coyote territory down to the 48-yard line.
Impressive run right there from Reed. That is a 12-yard gain on the ground. Stepped over a couple of Coyotes in the process.
Makes a third and manageable now. I believe 3rd and 5. Check that, 3rd and 4. Snap, blitz coming in. Dooms is going to keep it. He's hiding and hanging on for dear life, and he loses yardage back at midfield.
Yeah, just stuffed right there in the backfield. Number 23, Landon Brunston. 42 as well. That was just a great play by the defense to not fall for the Reed option.
With Reed. So
no pun intended.
You're upset that you didn't think of that first, did you?
Nah, I'm going to write that down for later.
Harrison's back deep to punt. Standing inside his 40. It's a good snap. He's running out to the right side. Harrison is not going to get it.
Nope. The outside just closed up really fast on him, Doug. Number 38, Jaron Guetta. He sealed the edge. There was no one really out there blocking for Harrison. It's going to be a turnover at midfield. Turnover on downs. So the Coyotes, well, at about the 48, just close to midfield. Coyotes are still on their half.
And it is spotted at their 48, 1st and 10 on the left hash mark. Scoreless between GP and Alice. 8:46 left in the first quarter. 2 receivers split on the right side. Cruz going to hand off to keep it himself. Cruz takes off running, stops, cuts up the field. Has a gain about 3 or 4. He's in Wildcat territory. They're going to spot him at the 48-yard line. Gain of 5.
Making the tackle, number 19, Reese Ward.
2nd down and 5 for the Coyotes.
2nd down and 6 for the Coyotes.
Sesmelis split out on the left side for the Coyotes with off the line. There's snap. Cruz wants to throw, fires it. He's got his man, Sesmelis. Cuts back inside, hit, knocked down, but he's got the first down.
It's a nice play by Sesmelis. It looked like he was supposed to run a slant post, but he stopped his route. He saw a couple of Wildcats in front of him, and we've seen a lot of receivers do that of late, Doug. They stop their route, they sit in the zone, and it's an easy pitch and catch.
First down for the Coyotes at the Wildcat 42-yard line. 2 receivers split on the left, a single receiver on the left. Hands off Salais. He's got a little bit of a running lane. Slips down. A flag comes flying in, and that's in the area from Art Green. That's probably moving back 10 yards.
It was brought down by number 3, Brent Nuss.
Number 3, Brent Nuss on the tackle.
And then moves the ball all the way back into Coyote territory at their 48. 1st and 20. Kind of a flat start in this ball game.
Yeah, a little bit. It kind of feels, I think flat is the accurate descriptor right there. Both teams kind of feel a little bit level right now.
2 receivers out on the left with a tight end on the left side formation. Cruz wanting to throw, swing pass out, and it's incomplete. Intended for Roel Alviar.
Number 1, Roel Alviar.
Swing pass going nowhere. Trying to.
Good play call. He got a block out on the edge.
Yeah, and trying to just get some of that yardage back that they lost on the hold.
Coach Davis giving some words of encouragement to Cooper Edwards. And now looking at the defense as well, like, okay, let's go, boys. 2nd down and 20. 2-by-2 set for the Coyotes. Cruz looking to throw, steps up in the pocket, swing pass out again, tries at the other side. He hits Salais. He's slipping on the turf. Makes it up to the 49. It's a gain of 1.
Riley Harris on the tackle. Number 17 was in on that one.
That's one of the players that Coach Davis mentioned last week in the coaches show, talked about one of the most improved from the beginning of the year into the game last week against Sinton. 3rd down and 19. Near midfield. Two receivers on the left side of the formation. Snap. Cruz fakes a handoff, wanting to throw, and he sacked. The ball's loose.
Is it a live ball? No, they're going to say incomplete, and he was hit by Cole Ziprian coming around the edge. Cruz did not see him coming. It was a blindside hit just as he released the football. And he looks a tad shaken up walking to the sidelines. Big hit by Cole Ziprian.
Blindside, too. Had no idea it was coming.
It's a nicely timed blitz by defensive coordinator Mark Chester.
Ryder Harrison heading back deep to return the punt. Punting for the Coyotes, or in punt formation, is Joseph Gaza.
Fourth down.
Fourth down and 19 after the incomplete pass.
Number 23 is Ryder Harrison.
Wildcats trying to show some pressure. Got it away, and it's a short punt. Takes a Coyote bounce and an off a Coyote defender, and they should spot it about the 25-yard line. That's where the officials do.
So the Wildcat defense answers the first quiz of the night. Offense will get the ball.
Wildcats take over at their 25. Second offensive possession. First one got into Coyote territory.
Got into Coyote territory and then kind of stalled out. Let's see if they could pick it up a little bit.
6 plays for the Wildcats on their first drive. Snap to Reed Dooms, looking to throw. He's going to hit out. He's got Flores. Caught it in stride, brought down at the 41.
Nice hands by Braden Flores. 16 yards right there.
25, Alonzo Gonzalez.
Now Coates and Flores are stacked behind each other on the left side of the formation. There's a snap. He wants a quick throw. He's got Dominguez in and out. He's contact made by Roel Alvear. As soon as Dominguez was able to catch it, knocked it loose, incomplete.
Yeah, you'd like to see the young man hold on to that football, but I do like the fact that early on you're seeing them trying to get the ball into the playmaker's hands. I know he's only a sophomore. He's had limited touches this season, but he's one of those guys, Doug. You get the ball in his hands, he has the athleticism to make you hurt.
Second down and 10 for the Wildcats. There's the snap. Dooms keeps it this time. Up the field. Across the 45. Looks like they're spotting at the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 6.
Yeah, makes it third and manageable.
Flores split out on the left side of the formation for the Wildcats. Snap to Dooms. Pressure's coming. He's going to fire the ball out high and nearly had an opportunity for the Coyotes to pick that one off, but that's incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Yeah, just a tad bit too high for his number one playmaker, Brandon Coates, and here comes the punting unit again. First possession, Doug, we saw them try a fake. I don't know if that was the call or if Ryder Harrison might have saw he had an open lane. Either way, let's see what the Cats do right here at midfield.
Waiting on the snap. It's a little wobbler, but it's there. And it's a nice punt from Ryder Harrison. Oh, my goodness. Drives Peterson back. And it takes a little bit of a Coyote bounce back up the field. It looks like it bounced initially about the 15. They're going to spot it about the 17-yard line.
Harrison with a booming punt.
That was a humongous punt.
5:46 left in the first quarter. 0-0 ball game here at Ray Aikens Wildcat Stadium between Alice and GP. Alice second possession.
Sesmelis split out on the left side of the formation. 2 Coyotes split out on the right with Cruz. Shotgun formation. Play clock down to 10. Takes a snap. Hands off to his tailback. Trying to cut to the outside. Got a little running lane. Able to slip out of a tackle with Salais and kind of fall forward all the way up to the 25-yard line.
Salais on the carry. He was tripped up by number 6, Cooper Edwards.
And he's feeling that tackle too. He's coming out of the ball game. They're going to bring in number 28, Hayden Trejo.
A little bit banged up. He landed awkwardly.
I don't want to speculate. I don't know what it was. Maybe just a hit right on the quad. Might be feeling the effects of that one for just a little bit. Sesmelis comes out to the left side again. Cruz is telling his running back where to go. He has Trejo go from this right side to the left, and a false start on the left tackle for the Coyotes, Victor Carriaga.
Big man just moved ever so slightly.
Brings up, it's like 2nd down and 12. Eight.
2nd and 8.
Sorry, Cruz rolling out and wants to throw. He's got his man, and he fumbled the ball. And he goes out, they're going to call incomplete. Might have had a step or two with that, don't you think?
I thought he might have made a football
Turnover.
move.
Yes.
It's Jamarian Peterson,
Number 17.
intended receiver, but Harris was out there, Riley Harris, to make the hit and jar the ball loose.
It brings up 3rd down and 8 from the 20-yard line for the Coyotes. Two receivers split out to the left side. Pressure showing from the Wildcats. Cruz rolling out, stepping up, going to throw the ball deep down the field and over his receiver's hands outstretched, and incomplete for Peterson.
Yeah, just really no chance right there. Cruz tried to rocket that one towards the sideline. Accuracy was off. Another punt coming up for the Coyotes.
And this time it was the flip of the field for the Wildcats. Has the Coyotes back deep in their own, and then this opportunity for them with Harrison, if he has an opportunity to return, should be a good starting field position for the Wildcats. Pressure coming, and the punt does get away. It's a spiral. Harrison catches it, and he called fair catch.
Yeah. Wisely, there was about 4 Coyotes waiting to pounce on Harrison. So far, we've seen 3 punts combined from both teams and 1 turnover on downs on a fake punt. So defenses have been stepping up here in the early going. 4:29 left in the first quarter.
And I think right now, both teams, neither want to make a mistake. You know, this is the last game, a tune-up before district play starts in 2 weeks for both of them. Or sorry, next week is Coyotes have Tulsa with me. My apologies. Snap to Dooms, hands off Adame, up the middle with another cut. Still fighting for yardage. He's got a gain of 9 on first down inside Coyote territory down to the 48.
That's the kind of running that we're used to seeing out of Cody Adame. Speed and a mix of power.
And one of the things that, as a fan watching Adame and a radio guy or a guy calling the game, he likes to stay up late, and then it's an opportunity for defenders to strip the ball out of his hands. 2nd and 1 for the Wildcats, sorry. Dominguez in motion. There's a snap. Adame with a cut to the outside, getting to the corner, turning up, slipping the tackle all the way down to the 25-yard line, but a flag down. 2 of them, and Reed Dooms is already backing up.
Yeah, I saw big number 66 on the outside. Tyler Bergman, he had a hold of his guy. They might have got a receiver on the outside as well. But yeah, a couple of holding calls right there against the Wildcats. And those are those critical mistakes, Doug. You know, you have a big run like that. Of course, it's aided by the hold, but still, you're putting yourself now in a 2nd and long situation.
2nd and 11. It was 2nd down at 1, and I guess at the line of scrimmage, you moved it back to 10, so it's not as bad as it could have been. 2 receivers on the right for the Wildcats on 2nd down at 11 from the 42. Snap. Dooms wanting to throw. He's got time. He's going to fire the ball, and a flag comes flying in from the head linesman.
Pass complete to number 11.
Maybe a shove at the top of the route.
Flag on the play.
The only Wildcat in the area was number 12. And it's against the Cats.
They're not going to let him go in motion.
That's interesting. The flag was thrown. The nearest Wildcat was number 12, Colson Hallbelt. Wildcats move back 5 more.
I didn't really see anybody move early, which they called a false start, so I thought there might have been some contact in the secondary.
But it's also a legal procedure.
Oh, they called it a legal procedure.
Yeah,
okay.
that's also, false start, illegal procedure. It's the same hand motion. Moves
Second
it
and
back
long.
to the 37-yard line, 38-yard line. Dooms wants to throw out quickly, hits Dominguez. He's got a little bit of a lane, stays on his feet, back up near midfield.
Yeah, it's about the 49, 12 yards for Dominguez, his first reception of the night.
Tackled by number 45, Damian Alvear, who has gotten us the most views on a reel that we've ever posted. 61,000 and still counting.
That's the last time we looked. It was at 61. I guess you could call him a highlight machine.
Third down for the Wildcats. Snap. Dooms hands off Adame. Following behind some blocks. Staying on his feet. Fighting for the yardage. He's near the marker.
They're going to give it to him.
I think they are too. And they are signaling first down at the 47-yard line.
That's a big-time run right there from Adame.
Just
following the left side and the pulling guard.
And fighting through a block, trying to step out of it. Trips on the left. Sorry, two receivers on the left. There's the snap. Dooms. Looking, throwing, high. Intended for Coates.
Pass intended for number 1.
Maddox Carrillo, number 27, was out there. Almost got his hands on it for the Coyotes. Ball was overthrown. Seen that a couple of times already, Doug. Dooms and Coates not quite on the same connection.
Alvear makes his way back in after his helmet was off for the Coyotes. Second down and 10. 2:03 remaining in the opening quarter. Scoreless between GP and Alice. Hallbelt, the inside left slot, and snap to Dooms. He's got a lane. Dooms hit, and then drop down about the 41, maybe the 40. They're going to give him the 41-yard line. A gain of 6.
Dooms with 22 rushing yards on 4 carries.
Down and 4 for GP.
Dominguez comes out to the right side. Flores and Coates are on the left. Adame to the left of Reed Dooms. There's a snap. Good one. Quick throw out. He is Coates. He's got a lane down to the outside. Turn it on the Jets sideline. Shoved out of bounds with a big first down pickup.
Get your guy in space and let him work. Nice play call from Greg Winder.
Down to the 12-yard line is where the official's standing. Let's see where they mark him and actually spot him.
And they're going to move this one back.
Oh, goodness. They are. That negates a 29-yard pitch and catch from Dooms to Coates. And Coach Brent Davis is out there having a talk with head official Art Green. That's already a few penalties on the Wildcats. I got 4 on them so far.
Yes, for 35 yards. It's still a third and long now.
Yeah, I know, Doug. It's a third and long.
Third
but
and 14.
You could have had first down at the 11-yard line without these penalties. Penalties are what can end up killing your drive.
Unless it was a pick play.
Possibly.
2-by-2 stack for the Wildcats. There's a snap to Dooms, and there was a flinch in the line. No, sorry, whistle beforehand. Timeout, Coyotes.
Yeah, Coach Castellanos not exactly happy with what he saw out there from his defense. He is barking orders and directions, trying to get his guys right.
Give us an opportunity to say thank you to the sponsors tonight. And, of course, that's Allen Samuels, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Aransas Pass, Moody's Quality Meats, Al Williford Chevrolet, G-Tech Communications, South Texas Bone and Joint, and Lux Realty Group. Don't forget, Complete Foundation Repairs, Neil's Urban Oven, Morse Compounding Pharmacy, and the Corpus Christi Sports Commission. Current standings right now, you take a look. The Moody Trojans leading the district at 4-1 overall on the season. Miller right behind at 3-1, playing in a huge game tonight at Buck Stadium against the Sinton Pirates. King and Carroll at 1-3. GP and Ray down at 0-4.
It's going to be an interesting district.
And the Alice Coyotes, for their district, they are projected to win it. And looking at the competition that they have coming up, they don't get to play until the 11th of October. They take on Sherryland Pioneers, Sherryland High, and Mission Vets. A bye week, and then they take on the Roma Gladiators to wrap out the season on November 8th. Third down and 14 for the Wildcats at their 49. Dooms Shotgun looking in the pocket, wants to throw the ball deep downfield. He's got his man. And there's the flag. We waited. I think the official couldn't find it.
Maddox Carrillo was in a one-on-one situation with Coates. They got tangled up, and Carrillo's going to get flagged for pass interference. We've seen back-to-back weeks where Dooms and Coates have connected on 50-plus yard touchdowns.
Puts it all the way up to the 36-yard line, but that's a first down for the Wildcats. I think hear a little grumbling across the stands from the Coyote fans.
First down, Wildcat.
Wildcats play clock is down to 16 as they get set at the line of scrimmage. Hallbelt, the tight end on the left side, H-back formation. Dooms with another keeper, goes behind Leo Meady, up the field, into the secondary, down to the 20.
Patience right there from Reed Dooms, Doug. You saw that little stutter step at the line, waited for the hole to open up, and then just accelerated.
Right behind his big tackle, Leo Meady. Here's the snap. Dooms keeps it again. Dooms is brought down finally inside the 15. Looks like they're putting him about the 13-yard line.
Gain of 6 for Reed Dooms. When you got a big man like Leo Meady pulling and leading the way like that, Doug, that's a luxury to have as an offense.
GP's going to call timeout. Reed Dooms came over to the sideline. I think his helmet came off. He's like, I got to come out of off the play, coach. My helmet came off, and that's why Brent Davis called a timeout, I believe, because he can keep him in.
Yeah, and it's smart. You don't want to be down in the red zone running plays with a backup quarterback or having to run something out of the Wildcat formation. Smart timeout right there to make sure Reed Dooms is on the field down here in the red zone.
We had that happen last night with Art Green and the crew. I forget who it was. Wasn't it for Kingsville? Wasn't it Everett's helmet came off?
Yes, it was. Dylan Everett.
Dylan Everett's helmet came off. I can get the words out of my mouth. And they called the timeout, and he was able to stay in the play and not have to take a break. So, see the cheerleaders running up and down, the little ones coming down the sideline there on your video on MikeSportsNetwork.com. If you're listening on Keys tonight, watch tonight's game. Our radio coverage is with the video, as you see the Wildcats on your screen. Thank you all to everyone being a part of the broadcast tonight, watching, whether you're listening to us on the radio and or on MICSportsNetwork.com. Second down for the Wildcats, 2nd and 3. Adame to the right of Reed Dooms. Snap, hands off. Adame bounces to the outside, straight to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. First one of the ball game. 13 yards.
Adame, that's his 6th touchdown run of the season. There is a late penalty.
Did you hear that? Unsportsmanlike on the Coyotes will be enforced on the kickoff. So, unsportsmanlike gets you a warning, doesn't it?
I believe so. You cannot have 2.
Correct. Palacios to try the extra point. Ryder Harrison to hold. The snap, the kick is good. Wildcats lead 7-0. Back after this.
Hi, I'm Brian Williford, president and owner of Al Williford Chevrolet in Portland, where we've been family-owned since 1984. One word that we love around here is community. We have a heart for the Coastal Bend, which is why we value people first. Whether you're in the market for a new Chevrolet or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our friendly sales professionals are eager to help. Thank you, and we invite you to join the Al Williford Chevrolet family. Al Williford Chevrolet, proudly supporting the Fighting Gregory Portland Wildcats since 1988. Go Wildcats!
Orthopedic excellence starts here. With 50-plus years of service in the Coastal Bend, 4 separate communities, 7 individual clinics, 9 different subspecialties, 1,500 patients seen each week. Don't settle for anything but the best. South Texas Bone and Joint. the go-to orthopedic office for you and your loved ones. Your care, always our priority.
Back here at Ray Akins Wildcats Stadium, Doug Kesterson, James Espinosa, Marcos Marroquin. The Wildcats typically kick off at the 40. They're going to kick it off at the 45-yard lines of the Alice Coyotes. So Palacios will tee it up. This is interesting. So do you kick it out and put them in as a touchback, or do you try to pin them back deep?
I'm trying to pin them back deep, Doug. I think you've got to squib it, make this Alice return team panic a little bit.
Do a sky kick, kick that ball high and up, and nope, they're going to go for an onside kick right here.
And that's discombobulated. It's off to Coyote and finally covered up.
Man, I'm shocked they did not call GP for too many men on the field. They were getting guys off the field really late.
11 seconds left in the quarter. Wildcats lead 7-0.
Going back to that touchdown run by Cody Adame, the offensive line, in particular, I want to point out right tackle number 62, Roman Teruvie, pulled all the way from the right tackle position and basically escorted Cody Adame to the end zone.
Wildcats have it at their Coyotes have it at their 33-yard line. Cruz with two receivers out on this right side. Alvear takes the handoff, trying to get to the outside, and a couple of Wildcats get him. After about a gain of 3 or 4, he was able to get a little bit more forward progress after he made contact and moved forward. And that's the end of the first quarter.
7-0 Wildcats. A defensive first quarter all the way until the Wildcats broke through moments ago. On the tackle on that last play was Riley Harris, number 17.
I like the job that he's been doing.
He just seems like a player who's not afraid to shy away from contact, Doug. And that's pretty difficult as a defensive back.
They're going to spot the ball on, what do they say, second down and 10?
Yeah, second down is coming up. And just quickly looking ahead to next week, we have Alice at TM. Kickoff at 7 p.m. at Warriors Stadium. MICSportsNetwork.com. One game for you next week, Friday night at Toloso Midway.
Which is going to be odd.
I've never called a game there.
I have.
But it's brand new.
It's new, so I have not been in the new press box.
Renovated.
Looking forward to that with head coach Virreal over there, talking to him earlier in the year.
Oh, he knows we're coming?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Nice. We just don't show up at places.
Second down from the 37. Cruz rolling out to his left. One to throw. Pressure's coming. Steps up. Getting close to the first down. He's picked it up and then slung down out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Gain of 8 for Lucian Cruz. Chased out of bounds by Quinn Supnet and company. So far, this Alice offense has been struggling to get things going, Doug. 9 receiving yards total on 2 receptions and only 23 rushing yards.
2 receivers split out to the right side of the formation now as they head left to right on your radio dial. Cruz keeps it himself to the right side, trying to stop, push everybody by, and he gets down to the line and maybe a gain of 1.
Give credit out there to all those Wildcats, but one in particular, big number 52. That was Weston Bono, the defensive tackle. Chased Cruz all the way to the outside and forced him to cut back in. That's a defensive tackle making that play.
Cruz had that nice move going, though, where he was able to run, stop on a dime, and try to cut back, and usually that allows the defenders to go past you, and you can run back behind them. 2nd and 9, 2-by-2 set. Cruz looking to throw, waiting, patiently throws. He's got his man, and he's down for catching, and it was Sesmelis inside Wildcat territory down to the 47.
Yeah, just fell right in front of linebacker number 25, Richard Brown.
Makes up a 3rd down and 2.
3rd down and 2 for the Coyotes.
What a local internet provider can do for you.
Sesmelis, 2 receptions.
Salaiz is back in the ball game.
24/7 customer support. Expert installation.
Peterson split on the right side.
Locally owned and operated.
Snap. Up. Salaiz hits the line of scrimmage, does not get the yardage.
Give us a call today.
I'm not sure he got past the line of scrimmage.
Look who just came out of that pile. Number 17, Riley Harris, is the one who tripped up Salaiz.
4th down and 2 inside Wildcat territory. Wildcats lead 7-0, 10-11 remaining before halftime. Harris checks out. Wildcats send in number 33, Angel Reyes, a sophomore defensive end. Coyotes with a tight formation on 4th and 2. Fakes the handoff end around to Peterson. In the backfield, breaks one tackle. Cannot get past Cole Ziprian, and guys, its ball goes over on downs.
It does, and they lose a yard right there. And that was Quinn Supnet who slowed down that end around. Amazing play right there from the Wildcat defense.
The ball going down. 1st and 10 GP.
They're going to spot it at the Wildcat 48. 9:47 left to go before halftime.
Thank you for supporting GPTV and the High School Video Production Team.
Adame trotting out with Reed Dooms. Dominguez is the receiver split on the right side. Flores here on the left side near us. Snap to Dooms, hands off. Adame with a full head of steam up the field all the way to the Coyote 45.
7 yards right there for Cody Adame.
Right down with number 38.
There's the snap. Dooms looking, wants to throw. He's got Coates, and he dropped it. Incomplete.
Yeah, Coates just turned around and forgot the football. He was open. He caught it. Would have been a first down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3.
3rd down and 3 for GP.
Dooms patting Coates on the helmet saying, "You got it next time." Little words of encouragement from quarterback 1.
Dominguez split out on the right. Snap to Dooms. Going to keep it. Follow behind blockers. Got the first down. He's got more. Cutting to the outside and finally tripped up from behind.
You got Leo Meady pulling. You got big number 66 out there, Tyler Bergman. This Wildcat offensive line is getting some amazing push.
Down to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 Wildcats. Leading 7-0. Dooms looking, waiting. Going to throw, dumped it off. Trying to fight out of that tackle. That was close to trying to Brandon Coates down from the horse collar style, but he has a positive yard gain. I believe they're spotting the 24 in the arm. Wouldn't it? Wasn't it kind of up high, kind of near the shoulder pads?
Yeah, just a tad.
A little late drag route. Trips on the right side of the formation for the Wildcats. Dominguez, Coates, and Flores. And a diamond stack on the right. Snap, Dooms, hands off Adame. Behind a lineman, bounces off one, can't get past him again as he runs behind Leo Meady and company, pulling out to the left side.
Yeah, tackled by Davian Alviar.
Coyotes with number 45, Davian Alviar.
That's down to another yard. That's going to put him at the 23-yard line.
3rd down and 8 for the Wildcats.
Just when you think one team might have a little bit of offensive rhythm going, the defense on the other side steps up.
It's been that type of game.
2 receivers out on the right side of the formation for the Wildcats on 3rd and long. Dooms looking. Pressure's coming. Throws out. In and out of his hands. And I believe that was Dominguez.
It was. Yeah, going for Dominguez, Doug. And coverage by number 1, Roel Alviar.
And it's 4th down. The offense is staying out there.
It's a tough play. It would have been a tough play for Dominguez to make because the ball was just a tad bit high.
If you give this ball over on downs and I'm going to make it, you still have the Coyotes spin back deep in their own end. 7:42 left before halftime. 2-by-2 set for the Wildcats. Dooms looking to throw, waiting, throws it out. He's got it caught. Braden Flores with the first down at the 15.
That's a nice catch by Flores. Looked like a comeback route, some hooks. Coming back towards his quarterback.
Snap to Dooms. Adame up the middle, following behind blocks. He's being very patient now inside the 10. They're going to give him the 8-yard line.
7 yards for Adame. Wildcats are over 100 yards rushing as a team.
I believe the Wildcats can get a first down at the 5. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yep. They're about, yep. Right about the 5 will be the sticks.
Need 3 yards for that. And it's 7 minutes to go before halftime. Wildcats lead 7-0. Dominguez split out on the right. Flores on the left. 2-back set for the Wildcats. Snap. Dooms keeps it right up the gut and over Damian Alvear, who tripped him up, kept Reed Dooms for walking right into the end zone.
That's a first down. Picked up 6 yards on that quarterback keep.
And they're spotting him at the 3.
First and goal from the 2-yard line.
Officially the 2.
Okay, okay.
From the 3-yard line.
Well, I'm seeing
there we
the
go,
3.
the 3. You're right. Our spotter got it right.
First and goal. Snap. Adame up the middle. Cross for the touchdown. His second one of the night.
When you're getting a push from your offensive line the way the Wildcats are, they are dominating this Alice front right now.
Palacios to try the extra point with Ryder Harrison to hold. Snap is low, but Harrison picks it up, and Palacios puts it through. 14-0, 6:26 to go before halftime.
Moody's Quality Meats at 6486 Holly Road between Airline and Rodfield Road. Serving customers for over 50 years with old-fashioned service, quality, and the best selection of beef, pork, poultry, lamb, and more. Producing a variety of products, including fresh and smoked sausages, whole deboned stuffed chickens, poppers, cooked entrees, oven-ready stuffed chops, and chicken breast. Jerky and dry sausage? Moody's has that too. Quality is our name, and meat is our business. Moody's Quality Meats. Like us on Facebook for daily specials.
GTech 360 proudly celebrating 20 years in business. What a local internet provider can do for you? No data caps. 24/7 customer support. Expert installations. Locally owned and operated. We connect people and communities. Give us a call today at 361-777-1400.
Back here at Ray Akins Wildcat Stadium, Palacios kickoff. I think it went out of bounds.
It did.
It did.
At about the 5-yard line. That was it's going to be a penalty against the Wildcats.
And they'll take the Coyotes, I believe, are going to take the ball at the 30.
GP 14-0, 6:26 left to go till halftime. Wildcats have been dominating on the ground, 124 rushing yards. Here comes the Alice offense for their 4th possession.
2-by-2 set for the Coyotes. Single back to the right of Lucian Cruz. Hands off. And it's not much there as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him the 31. Gain of 1 on first down.
Just there has not been anything on the ground for Alice tonight.
Second down and 9 for the Coyotes.
Total of 24 yards rushing as a team on 8 carries.
Peterson coming out on the right side of the formation for the Coyotes. And he's also bringing Landon Guerra. Play clock down to 8. There's the snap. Cruz looking, swing out. Hits Peterson, trying to get through. Wildcats swarming him. May have a yard or 2 gain. And what a great job of Peterson, able to hang on to his balance and get out of bounds. They have to shove him out, but didn't let him get up the field.
No, didn't let him. And, Cameron Garcia's out there. You got Harrison. You got Riley Harris coming from across the field to make the play. Just some great pursuit that we are seeing from this GP defense.
Down and 8 the Coyotes.
Two receivers split out on the left side on 3rd down and 8 for the Coyotes. And fakes the handoff. Pressure's coming. Finally throws the ball deep. Intercepted by the Wildcats. Sorry. Still on his feet. Down the sideline. Got a convoy. He's taking it to the house. Touchdown, Brent Nuss. And there's a flag at the 10.
Just chaos on that play, Doug.
I do think this one's going to be on the return.
I've seen the Wildcats. It looks like they're celebrating. They're coming off the field.
First and 10 at the 2-yard line, blocking the back.
Okay, so that negates the
touchdown.
The pick six touchdown from Nuss. But man, just going back out on that play, Doug, number 19, Ian Ward, defensive end, came in untouched and absolutely destroyed Lucian Cruz. Not sure if that had a factor on the pick six and the throw from Cruz, but Ward got a clean shot on the Alice quarterback.
It looked like to me Cruz had a good throw. It's just Nuss undercut the throw. Was able to get to the high point and get it in there. 2-by-2 set for the Wildcats. First and 10 from the Coyote 20. High snap, Dooms pulls it down, throws out Dominguez. Up, in stride, cuts back inside, cuts back to the outside. Has probably 9 yards on that pickup. And the line judge goes over there. I think the ball came out, and he is emphatically pointing down to the ground that the ball was down. They have him down at the 11, a 9-yard gain on first down. Second down and 1 from the 11. Snap, Dooms waiting, throws out again. His Coates cuts off the outside of Flores, down inside to 5.
Some great blocking by Flores.
I believe they're spotting him at the 3.
8 yards for Brandon Coates.
First and goal for the Wildcats.
First and goal from the 3-yard line.
Dooms hands off Adame up the middle for his third touchdown of the night.
Another 3 yards. Another touchdown for Adame. Wildcats are starting to blow this one open a little bit as we head towards halftime.
And I say first half player of the game, leading candidate would be Cody Adame. That's why I'm saying leading candidate.
Yeah, there's a few out there.
Palacios to try the extra point. Ryder Harrison to hold. 4:13 to go before halftime. Good snap. Kick. Right down the middle. 21-0 back after this.
Welcome to Allen Samuels, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Aransas Pass, where great deals meet great quality.
Take advantage of up to $16,000 off on select new model Ram 1500s with no payments for 90 days. But that's not all. Enjoy 0% APR for 36 months on our new Jeep Wranglers. Your summer adventure starts here. Visit us today and let's make this summer amazing together.
We're only 20 minutes away from downtown Corpus Christi. Come by. Let's be friends.
GTech 360 proudly celebrating 20 years in business. What a local internet provider can do for you? No data caps. 24/7 customer support. Expert installations. Locally owned and operated. We connect people and communities. Give us a call today at 361-777-1400 for your internet, VoIP, and security needs.
Aikens Wildcat Stadium. Palacios to kick off from the 40. Right in the middle of the X on the 40-yard line. Hello, Erica Navarijo.
Doug's just showing off now.
Hey, I practiced that deep. That's a high end over end kick, back deep. That's going to go into the end zone for a touchback that time. And I think that's exactly what Palacios wanted to do the first time. Might have just got a little bit of leg as the wind's blowing in from the east side of the stadium. Might have pushed it that way. He kind of maybe redirected his kick this time to make sure he kicked it a little more to the right, and the wind pushed it back to the left.
Just looking what Alice has done on offense so far. Possession 1 punt, possession 2 punt, possession 3 turnover on downs, possession 4 interception. It has been a tough night for this Alice offense and a great night for the GP defense.
First and 10 Coyotes from their 25-yard line. 2 receivers on the right side of the formation for Lucian Cruz. There's a snap. Back deep one to go. Looks that normally like a screen pass, and he does. He hits this man, Salaiz. And waiting for him was number 4,
Number 21.
Quinn Subnet.
Yeah, sniffed that one out. Supnet just a beautiful job to read the play, diagnose it, and attack.
The play, it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Cruz 5 for 9 passing, 19 yards, 1 interception.
No gain on that play, 2nd and 10. Cruz looking, going to fire the ball deep. He's got his man and hit down hard after a 5-yard pickup at the 30.
Brent Nuss is the man on the tackle.
Landon Guerra on the reception.
I don't know if it's just me, but the Wildcats just look a tad bit faster than what Alice is putting out there right now. Alice looks a little bit sluggish on offense. It looks like they've been beating up for the first half.
3rd down for the Coyotes. There's a snap. Cruz looking to his right to throw. Pressure's coming. Has a sidearm and off of his intended receiver, number 44, Marcos Barrera.
Number 44, Marcos Barrera. Incomplete.
Just pressure. Unrelenting pressure right now from Mark Chester and his Wildcat defense.
Well, you have a lead right now with 21-0, so you could take a little more opportunities to try to get those plays. You don't want to get burned. In a tight ball game, you really can't pull all those out until you get a little lead, you know?
Yeah, and you've made this Alice offense one-dimensional. They're going to have to be a passing offense for the rest of this game, and that's when you pin the ears back and send the dogs.
Ryder Harrison back deep inside his 35-yard line. Wildcats have been getting close to the punch, and this is a high end over end, not very deep though. Takes a little bit of a coyote roll down to the 41-yard line of the Wildcats.
.256 left till halftime. GP with a 21-0 lead. They take over at their own 41-yard line.
And that's the first time I heard the turkey tonight from Mr. DeGage.
The first 3 and out. That is correct. Got a couple of timeouts left for each team. See if the Wildcats try and attack downfield.
2 receivers out on the left side of the formation. Snap to Reed Dooms, one to throw, fires out quickly. He's got Dominguez, stops, stutter step, tries to get out of bounds and does right at midfield.
3rd reception for Carter Dominguez. He has 30 yards.
He was tackled by number 1. LVR.
I like that math.
Nice and easy.
Handoff Adame. He's up the middle. He's got the first down inside Coyote territory down to the 47.
He was brought down to number 75, Ramiro Cantu.
Dame with 62 rushing yards, 12 carries.
1st and 10 Wildcats. Dooms with the snap, looks to throw, he's got Coates, he turns up the field this time, inside the 40, spotting him down at the 37-yard line, a yard shy of the marker.
9 yards to Coates, and the Wildcat offense just continues to roll.
Those quick hits are working very well tonight for the Wildcat offense. Dooms hands off Adame up the middle, bouncing to the outside. Dame inside a block, stays on his feet. Somehow or another gets down inside the 25-yard line, stays on his feet, somehow or another down. They keep finding his pile, moves all the way down inside the 20, down to the 19.
18 yards, man. Cody Adame fought for every last inch on that run. Some great blocking by the right side of the offensive line, Leo Meady and Taruviet.
2 back set now. Brandon Coates to the left of Reed Dooms on 1st and 10 from the 19. Dooms keeps up the middle. Ran into that defensive line.
Number 8, Reed Dooms.
And not a lot of room there for him to run, but he did get down
Tackle for the Coyotes.
to the 16-yard line to pick up a 3 on 1st down, 2nd down and 7.
It's been a 2-headed attack on the ground. Dooms with 70 rushing yards, Adame with 80.
I can do that math fast too. It's 150 easy.
150 on the ground for the Cats.
Snap. Dooms one to throw. Fires it. He's got his man. He was pulled back from behind and he didn't throw the flag. Trying to hit Dominguez. Post route to the end zone.
Yeah, Alviar on the coverage and
affected his running route a little bit.
Maybe a little bit handsy. The ball was also thrown a tad bit behind Dominguez. 3rd and 7 upcoming.
Dominguez goes out to the right side of the formation, trips on the left for the Wildcats. Third down. Dooms keeps. He's got a little bit of running room, stutter steps, and he's brought down at the 15.
Number 8, Dooms.
Maybe got a yard, and I think he did. Just got 1 yard right there. Jesse Verial brings him down.
Dooms is feeling the effect of that hit. It brings up 4th down.
And he's bending over a little bit ginger. Let's see if they decide to call a timeout. 40 seconds and counting. I think they're going to try to run this one down and then call a timeout here.
I'm surprised Alice didn't call a timeout.
Well, you're down to 30 seconds on the game clock. Your play clock is down to 7, and they're going to call timeout about 3. As Davis is waiting, he did. He called it right at 1 second left. It gives you 21 seconds left.
And Dooms is still walking gingerly towards the sideline. Going to have to monitor that situation. And to your point, Marcos, surprised Alice didn't call a timeout. I think I have the opposite thought. I think Alice just wants to get this one to half.
You think they just want to take it to half?
I think they just want to take it to half and kind of lick their wounds a little bit because let's just face facts. They've been getting dominated on both sides tonight. On both fronts, offensive line and defensive line.
Here's an interesting note. Wildcats took their first time out of the first half with 21 seconds left on the clock in the first quarter. They take their second time out in the second quarter with 21 seconds left before halftime.
There we go.
And they lead by 21.
Lucky number.
That is... You know, Doug, you always catch those interesting little, trends and little numbers.
It's a blessing and a curse.
I can imagine.
Some people don't necessarily like it. Others are like, oh, that's kind of cool.
And even crazier, there's a number 21 on the field right now.
Well, I hope so.
It's meant to be, guys.
It really is.
And they're going to spot the ball from the 22, so it makes it a 32-yard field goal attempt for Cameron McGinnis. Snap. The kick is up, and it is no good.
McGinnis hooks it left. 21-0 Wildcats after the missed field goal from McGinnis.
And Alice will take over from their 20 with 16 seconds left.
You know what? That's a good opportunity. I know he missed the kick, but when you look at the season stats, they've only had 1 actual field goal attempt prior to this. Might as well give them a chance to take a rep out there. Take a nice kick.
Alice gets the ball to start the third quarter. And Cruz hands off to Salais. He's trying to bounce to the outside. Does, and gets out of bounds with 11 seconds left on the clock. 1 more second ticked away, and it's down to 10.
He was pushed out of bounds on number 23, Ryder Harrison.
Where they spotting the ball at the 25. That's a gain of 5 on first down. When we step aside here, we will take a 60-second break and come back and get ready for some great information for you guys here at halftime. Cruz hands off Salais again. Met at the 25 and dropped down right there.
It's a beautiful tackle by Quinn Supnett.
That's halftime.
And that's the end of the first half. Wildcats 21,
A dominating first half for this Gregory Portland Wildcat team. Wildcats going to the break 21-0 over Alice. We're going to take a 1-minute break here. Halftime is coming up. It's Alice 0, Gregory Portland 21. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Allen Samuels, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Aransas Pass, where great deals meet great quality.
Take advantage of up to $16,000 off on select new model Ram 1500s with no payments for 90 days. But that's not all. Enjoy 0% APR for 36 months on our new Jeep Wranglers. Your summer adventure starts here. Visit us today and let's make this summer amazing together.
We're only 20 minutes away from downtown Corpus Christi. Come by. Let's be friends.
When it comes to real estate, settling isn't in your vocabulary, and it certainly isn't in ours. Welcome to Lux Realty Group, where high standards are our foundation and exceptional service is our promise. Our team of seasoned experts is dedicated to understanding your unique desires and helping you find a home that reflects your impeccable taste. Contact Lux Realty Group today and receive a complimentary consultation. 315 5th Street in Portland, or call 361-977-2020.
Back here at Ray Akins Wildcat Stadium. It is halftime here from the Vito Duran press box as the Alice Coyote dance team and the Alice Coyote band make their way from the south end of the end zone towards midfield. And we are KEYS Corpus Christi. You're listening to Gregory Portland Wildcat football on News Talk KEYS 1440 AM and 98.7 FM. All right, James, your first half thoughts?
Yeah, first half thoughts, Doug. 21-0 GP up on the Alice Coyotes. It's been just an absolute, thorough, dominating first half for Gregory Portland. And I don't say that lightly. I wouldn't just put that label just on anything. But when you look at it, Gregory Portland, the defense especially, forced a punt on almost every one of Alice's possessions, except for one, when they had an interception and a turnover on downs. So GP, one takeaway defensively, and other than that, Alice has struggled to move the ball consistently, and this Wildcat defense, just speaking on the defense right now, they just look a half step faster than anything that Alice has done tonight.
And I think if you're looking at some of the bigger picture here for the Wildcats, is their struggles so far this year have been on the offensive side of the ball, in particular, taking care of the ball. They've had a lot of turnovers, not a single one tonight. Yes, they had the turnover on downs. Oh, well. You know, it's not an actual turnover. They're not putting the ball on the ground. No interceptions tonight. So they're doing a good job taking care of the football, forcing turnovers on the other side of the football, and that'll win you ball games. That's a winning formula.
Yeah, coming into this game, the offense had 10 turnovers, and the defense only had 4 takeaways. That's a -6 turnover differential. Anytime you're in that minus category like that, where you're giving the ball away more than you're taking it away, not to be all John Madden and Mr. Obvious on you, but you're probably going to lose some ball games. Tonight, they played a clean, effective half, as you mentioned, Marcos, and the defense has got a takeaway. So, hey, you like what you're seeing out of the Wildcats? Looking at what Alice has done, they just have been stymied. They haven't been able to run the ball effectively, and that's another weak spot that GP has had. They have given up, on average, 278 rushing yards per game. That has been their weakness, stopping the run, and tonight it looks like there was some big-time adjustments made, and that front seven is playing fast, and they're making a lot of tackles.
You've also been playing some very talented teams this year who can run the ball very effectively in Cal Allen, in Laredo Alexander, in Victoria East, and in the Sinton Pirates.
Yeah, it hasn't been an easy non-district schedule for Gregory Portland. And last week, whenever I spoke to Tristan Hansen after the game, I ran into a few of the Sinton coaches. You know, they said hi to us. Thank you for being out here covering the game. And one of the Sinton coaches told me, he was like, that's a really good ball club. He's like, they're probably the toughest team we've played so far. So, look, GP is still a really good team. The 0-4 record, yes, you are what your record is, as Bill Parcells once famously said, but they do have the quality to turn it around, at least heading into district, because, yeah, you could be 0-4 going into district, 1-4, but it only counts to get into the playoffs with how you do in your district.
You're absolutely right. Scores for Coach Davis said that too, by the way, in the pregame show. If you tuned in a little bit late, he did say he believes that they are the best 0-4 team in the state.
He said it right out of his mouth.
Scores from last night. Marcos and I did this game from Javelina Stadium in Kingsville. Moody comes out with a 49-47 victory over the Kingsville Brahmas. Veterans Memorial lost to PSJA North last night, 35-7. Let's take a look. Lyford leads Falfurrias 6-0 at halftime. Our score here, 21-0. TM and Carroll at Cabinets Field tonight. Carroll 21-7 over Soloso midway in the second quarter. Aransas Path is trailing London 21-7. Bishop is leading Rio Hondo 13-0 in the second quarter. PSJA Memorial is trailing Flower Bluff by 14. It's 28-14 in the second quarter on homecoming night for the Hornets. New Braunfels Unicorns and the Victoria East Titans in Victoria from Memorial Stadium. A 1-point lead for Victoria East in the second quarter, 14-13. Cal Allen over Rockport, 7-0 in the second quarter. Ray and Ingleside, scoreless. Sinton and Miller.
Ooh.
Are you ready for this one?
Tell me this one.
16-13. Sinton
Wow.
in the second quarter.
Okay.
Hebronville is trailing Odom 7-0 in the second quarter. Refugio with a 21-0 lead over the Fremont Cowboys. And King and Robstown has a score reported, sorry. Goliad is leading Mathis 28-0. Orange Grove and Edna, no score reported. Santa Gertrudis and San Diego, no score reported. Victoria West and McCullum, no score reported. Palacios West Oso, no score reported. Banquete is leading Santa Rosa 12-0 in the first quarter. Hallettsville and Beeville, no score reported. And that'll be about it right there.
Man, some interesting scores from around the area. So appreciate y'all being with us here. MICSportsNetwork.com, News Talk KEYS. We're going to go ahead and take a 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll have a guest with us. We got about 22 minutes left in halftime. It's Gregory Portland 21, Alice 0. Keep it right here.
Welcome to Allen Samuels, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Aransas Pass, where great deals meet great quality.
Take advantage of up to $16,000 off on select new model Ram 1500s with no payments for 90 days. But that's not all. Enjoy 0% APR for 36 months on our new Jeep Wranglers. Your summer adventure starts here. Visit us today and let's make this summer amazing together.
We're only 20 minutes away from downtown Corpus Christi. Come by. Let's be friends.
When it comes to real estate, settling isn't in your vocabulary, and it certainly isn't in ours. Welcome to Lux Realty Group, where high standards are our foundation and exceptional service is our promise. Our team of seasoned experts is dedicated to understanding your unique desires and helping you find a home that reflects your impeccable taste. Contact Lux Realty Group today and receive a complimentary consultation, 315 5th Street in Portland, or call 361-977-2020.
Hi, I'm Brian Williford, President and owner of Al Williford Chevrolet in Portland, where we've been family-owned since 1984. One word that we love around here is community. We have a heart for the Coastal Bend, which is why we value people first. Whether you're in the market for a new Chevrolet or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our friendly sales professionals are eager to help. Thank you, and we invite you to join the Al Williford Chevrolet family. Al Williford Chevrolet, proudly supporting the Fighting Gregory Portland Wildcats since 1988. Go Wildcats!
Orthopedic excellence starts here. With 50-plus years of service in the Coastal Bend, 4 separate communities, 7 individual clinics, 9 different subspecialties, 1,500 patients seen each week. Don't settle for anything but the best. South Texas Bone and Joint, the go-to orthopedic office for you and your loved ones. Your care, always our priority.
Moody's Quality Meats at 6486 Holly Road between Airline and Rodfield Road. Serving customers for over 50 years with old-fashioned service, quality, and the best selection of beef, pork, poultry, lamb, and more. Producing a variety of products, including fresh and smoked sausages, whole deboned stuffed chickens, poppers, cooked entrees, oven-ready stuffed chops, and chicken breast. Jerky and dry sausage? Moody's has that too. Quality is our name, and meat is our business. Moody's Quality Meats. Like us on Facebook for daily specials.
GTech 360 proudly celebrating 20 years in business. What a local internet provider can do for you? No data caps. 24/7 customer support. Expert installations. Locally owned and operated. We connect people and communities. Give us a call today at 361-777-1400 for your internet, VoIP, and security needs.
Back here at Ray Akins Wildcat Stadium in the Vito Duran press box, I'm Doug Kesterson. Joined alongside James Espinosa and the president of the All Sports Booster Club, Frank Gutierrez, correct?
Gonzalez.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I was close.
Yeah, hey.
I had the G.
Hey,
I knew it was the G. I knew it was, and I knew it had about 8 letters in it.
I would have been happy with Frank. Frank's good enough.
Frank, we appreciate you being here, man.
No, genuinely appreciate you guys. Appreciate everything y'all do. Y'all do a great job. Y'all put a great product out there, keeping, all of South Texas informed. Well, not just with GP football, but with everything else. But, big shout out to the GP fans that are out there.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, no, I definitely
enjoyed
thank y'all
watching
for that.
the games, and it's been a lot of fun this year with the games that we've been covering. I was just telling you before we joined on, we covered the game in Kingsville last night with Moody and Kingsville, and that was a 49-47 victory for Moody. A lot of points on the game, but it was exciting the whole time. And, a lot of games we've covered this year, we've had a lot of lopsided scores and some of the other scores. I mean, when Veterans Memorial is playing Donna North at 77-0, it's hard to be excited on a game like that. Tonight, Wildcats looking good so far with a 21-0 lead here at halftime. But the game last week against Sinton, that was a fun ball game to be a part of as well.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, they've all been great. I mean, the big thing you want to see the kids getting better, eliminating the mistakes that they're making at the beginning of the year. And hopefully tonight it seems like they're doing some of that. We still ended up having, maybe a little too much laundry out on the field, more than what we would like. But nonetheless, I mean, the kids seem to be doing better. And more than anything, I mean, as long as they end up staying focused, playing the full 48 minutes, I mean, leaving it all on the field, that's all that you could ask for. So
5 penalties for 40 yards in the first half is not bad.
Right. No,
it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad.
Right.
No, and I think the most important thing that this team needs to taste before the bye week is just victory. You don't want to go into your bye without that taste of victory and then heading into the district season. You got to get that sense of winning and starting to build some momentum, because in 2 weeks' time, the games count towards the playoffs when you start district play, and I believe the first game is going to be against the Ray Texans.
Yes.
Right, absolutely. No, yeah, you guys are definitely right on that. And, I mean, you always end up wanting success for the kids, but you definitely in this situation and at this level, I mean, they do need to end up having that. Hopefully tonight ends up being, the momentum shift that they end up needing. Keep them motivated, stay working hard, and stay focused. Listen to your coaches, put in the work, and get after it, leave it on the field.
We're here with Frank Gonzalez, All Sports Booster Club, president of the All Sports Booster Club. It is GP21, Coyotes, nothing. Frank, tell us a little bit more about the Booster Club, man. I know I asked you off the air, but I know y'all guys are kind of making a little bit of a transition to online. Is that correct?
Correct. So we end up having an online store, and then it's a funny deal, but you can link to the GP Wildcat Booster Club, and it's an all-sports booster club, as you said. We end up working for all sports. So every sport, every student athlete that's here at GP, we end up working for them to end up, trying to get them all the extra stuff that the regular school budget doesn't cover. So we end up doing different fundraisers. Our big fundraiser ends up being a golf tournament that we end up doing in July, which ends up being what works best for the coach, given their schedule and whatnot before things get going. But we end up doing a big golf tournament here at North Shore Country Club.
Okay.
And again, big invitation to anybody who wants to come out, support, just reach out, let us know. Big shout out on that note that I'd like to do to Jersey Mike Subs. They ended up reaching out to us.
I saw that yesterday.
That's awesome.
And that was one of those deals that they just ended up coming there. It's a new franchise, it's a new restaurant here, new business, and they just ended up reaching out and they said, hey, what can we do? How can we help out? We come from a community where that's what we've done, and we want to help out, your student athletes. And to our surprise, I mean, we went down there, we knew that they were going to, write a check, make a donation. And to our surprise, it was a $10,000 check.
Wow.
So
that's incredible.
Big shout out to them. They also talked about doing some other stuff in the year. So we're excited to be working with them. And again, we invite all the other businesses. I mean, please step forward. And it doesn't have to be anything to that amount.
No.
Anything, whatever you can do. I mean,
$50 helps.
Absolutely.
Just anything to show support for GP Wildcat Athletics, these student athletes who work so hard in the classroom and then who dedicate all those extra hours to their extracurricular activities.
Exactly. And the stuff that we're going to try to provide is stuff that not only helps them, like you're saying, buying additional weights and things like that sort, but also getting protective equipment or some extra equipment that the regular budget may not account for. So, all that being said, want to do a big shout out to tonight we're honoring our lifetime honorees, which essentially ends up being, it's a lifetime member award to the Gregory Portland Wildcat Booster Club. And those honorees tonight are going to be Glenn and Leah Wiggins. It's a husband and wife team. They were super involved with the Booster Club for a good long time.
And Jude Wiggins. Jude was a great athlete here, our male athlete of the year for the MIC Sports Network that we had, student athlete of the year. Great family.
So they've been super involved, and the other one is Dean Atkinson. And
Mr. Dean Atkinson?
So
he's finally a lifetime member?
He finally is. And what the the crazy thing was that every time we kept on talking about Dean, getting the award, somebody said, no, he's previously gotten it. He's previously gotten it. And we finally ended up looking, and we found out he had never gotten it. So it was something that was overdue. We're glad that we're doing it this year.
Absolutely. He's more than deserving to have that honor and that recognition.
Absolutely. So big shout out to him.
He has given a ton of effort, of time as a school board member and everything else. His children all win here. His grandchildren all win here. I mean, it's a tremendous thing, being part of the school board and handing out diplomas at the end of the year. Really involved, all about the kids in this community.
And it's one of those to where he's one that, you end up asking him, there was a member a couple years ago that ended up stepping away, and they said, hey, do you want to come and finish kind of serving out their term with the intention of not running again? And he said, absolutely, whatever you need, however I can help. So he's a go-to guy. He's a real stand-up guy, as you said, and somebody who's been a great big help. So we're glad that we're honoring, both Dean Atkinson as well as Glenn and Leah Wiggins with this honor and this award. So we'll be doing that here in a little bit when the band wraps up before we come out for the second half. But
very cool.
Awesome. Wanted to come up and again, thank you guys for giving us the opportunity.
We appreciate you always stopping by, Frank. It's always a pleasure to have you here in the booth.
Absolutely.
And on that note, anybody who's interested in joining, helping out student athletes, the more the merrier. I mean, there's a ton of stuff that we'd love to do, and the more help that we have, it makes it a lot easier for everyone. But you want to help out the student athletes here at Gregory Portland, find us on Facebook, Gregory Portland Wildcat Booster Club. If not, call up to the high school athletics to,
Miss Audrey.
Call Miss Audrey and just say, hey, I interested in trying to help out. What can I do with Booster Club? And she'll put you in contact with the right people, and we'll invite you to the next meeting.
She just got an award, too, as the leading lady of the Coastal Bend or something with that award. I may not have the title correct.
Right. And I think it was the leading ladies, and I think it ends up being as females that have been involved in different aspects of athletics. But yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, no,
she's deserving for that award, too.
Yeah.
She's
definitely.
Cool.
Definitely. She's a hard worker. She does a great job for Wildcat Athletics.
Frank, thank you for being here, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the information.
I really appreciate you guys again. Thanks for the great work. And go Wildcats. Let's get them.
There we go.
Sir. There he goes. Frank Gonzalez, president of the All Sports Booster Club. We're going to go ahead and hit a break when we come back, a 3-minute break. When we come back, more halftime. It's Wildcats 21, Coyotes nothing. We're here. It's Gregory Portland Wildcat football.
Hi, I'm Brian Williford, president and owner of Al Williford Chevrolet in Portland, where we've been family-owned since 1980.
Welcome to Allen Samuels, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Aransas Pass, where great deals meet great quality.
Take advantage of up to $16,000 off on select new model Ram 1500s with no payments for 90 days. But that's not all. Enjoy 0% APR for 36 months on our new Jeep Wranglers. Your summer adventure starts here. Visit us today and let's make this summer amazing together.
We're only 20 minutes away from downtown Corpus Christi. Come by. Let's be friends.
When it comes to real estate, settling isn't in your vocabulary, and it certainly isn't in ours. Welcome to Lux Realty Group, where high standards are our foundation and exceptional service is our promise. Our team of seasoned experts is dedicated to understanding your unique desires and helping you find a home that reflects your impeccable taste. Contact Lux Realty Group today and receive a complimentary consultation, 315 5th Street in Portland, or call 361-977-2020.
Hi, I'm Brian Williford, president and owner of Al Williford Chevrolet in Portland, where we've been family-owned since 1984. One word that we love around here is community. We have a heart for the Coastal Bend, which is why we value people first. Whether you're in the market for a new Chevrolet or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our friendly sales professionals are eager to help. Thank you, and we invite you to join the Al Williford Chevrolet family. Al Williford Chevrolet, proudly supporting the Fighting Gregory Portland Wildcats since 1988. Go Wildcats!
Orthopedic excellence starts here. With 50-plus years of service in the Coastal Bend, 4 separate communities, 7 individual clinics, 9 different subspecialties, 1,500 patients seen each week. Don't settle for anything but the best. South Texas Bone and Joint, the go-to orthopedic office for you and your loved ones. Your care, always our priority.
Moody's Quality Meats at 6486 Holly Road between Airline and Rodfield Road. Serving customers for over 50 years with old-fashioned service, quality, and the best selection of beef, pork, poultry, lamb, and more. Producing a variety of products, including fresh and smoked sausages, whole deboned stuffed chickens, poppers, cooked entrees, oven-ready stuffed chops, and chicken breast. Jerky and dry sausage? Moody's has that too. Quality is our name, and meat is our business. Moody's Quality Meats. Like us on Facebook for daily specials.
GTech 360 proudly celebrating 20 years in business. What a local internet provider can do for you? No data caps. 24/7 customer support. Expert installations. Locally owned and operated. We connect people and communities. Give us a call today at 361-777-1400 for your internet, VoIP, and security needs.
It's a 21-0 lead for the Wildcats over the Alice Coyotes at halftime. 7:30 remaining before we get the third quarter underway here at Ray Akins Wildcat Stadium, and it's now time to bring you the halftime stats.
Let's go ahead and do that. Halftime stats between Gregory Portland and Alice. Score is as follows: 21-0 GP over Alice. Gregory Portland has 153 rushing yards, 71 of those from Reed Dooms, 80 of those from Cody Adame. Cody Adame with 3 touchdown runs in the first half. 82 passing yards. Dooms has had himself quite the effective game. 9 of 15 passing, 82 yards. No touchdowns for Dooms through the air. It's been all on the ground for the Cats for a total of 235 yards. No turnovers for Gregory Portland. Looking at what Alice has done, you have to look closely, but they have done something. 30 rushing yards for the Coyotes, 24 passing yards for a grand total of 54 total yards in the first half. 1 turnover, an interception thrown by Lucian Cruz to defensive back Brent Nuss. 21-0 GP up over Alice.
And it's a little bit of a rough go for him here in the first half, but I can tell you one of these things. Doesn't matter how many times these two teams have played together. We talked about that a little bit earlier. Even though GP leads this all-time series 15-8, Alice won the last matchup 43-7. If you have an opportunity, you're going to keep going.
I will, and to add on to your point here, Alice is the type of team, you're not going to bury them yet. You're not going to put that nail in them yet. They're going to come out fighting. Coach Castellanos, I can guarantee you that staff is going to have that crew at least fired up to try to get back in this game. You're not going to put them out that easy.
No.
This one is not over yet.
No, it's not over until there's 3 zeros on that scoreboard and the quarter says 4 on it.
Exactly. Still got 24 minutes left of football to play here at Ray Akins Wildcat Stadium. 21-0 Wildcats over the Coyotes.
Now let's take a look ahead. The game we have next week, just one game for us. I almost feel like it's a little bit of a mini vacation, James.
Yeah, it is, but we're going to be on an adventure, Doug, at the brand new renovated Warrior Stadium. We'll have Alice at Toloso Midway, kickoff 7 p.m. next Friday night.
And this will be the third time we've covered the Alice Coyotes this season. We had Alice and Carroll, the first game of the ball game of the season, where they defeated the Carroll Tigers 48-28 there at Cabinets Field in the Peanut Butter Bowl. And then Toloso Midway, it'll be the first time we're covering the Warriors this season.
Yes.
We had them last season, I believe, against who was it? Was it King?
It was the first game of the season, Toloso Midway and Moody. It was TM versus Moody.
At Cabinets Field.
Yes, TM versus Moody. That was our first game last year where we saw their stud running back, Damian Figueroa, who's also doing some amazing things for Toloso Midway this season. I'm looking forward to seeing him, those Warriors, and of course these Alice Coyotes do battle next week.
You know, and I'm interested to see Toloso Midway play Cal Allen at some point this year too.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one, and we'll be out there at the newly renovated Warrior Stadium.
Looking forward to it as well. Now let's talk to you guys about all of our games, and with an extra day off this week coming up for us as I talk about Sunday moving into the week, it gives me a little extra opportunity to save all of our games on our on-demand. So not only can you watch tonight's game live for it and see the games on our website, but all games are available at micsportsnetwork.com. And on our YouTube channel, MIC Sports Network, I'm going to have a little bit better opportunity to get caught up on some of the games to get them in there. It just takes a little bit of time to get them loaded.
Yeah, it does.
YouTube takes a little bit of while to do.
Especially those 3 and a half hour broadcasts with post and a little bit of pre.
Yes.
Yeah, man, it does take a while.
Be sure to follow us on our social media platforms as well, on Instagram and on X at MIC Sports Network. Work spelled WRK. And it's on Facebook at MIC Sports Network. My personal account on both X and Instagram is Doug on the Bench. James is at Sir Edward James. And then also, we want to talk about Miss Nia White, the 6-foot-tall sophomore volleyball phenom, younger sister of Billy White III.
Okay.
Our current student athlete of the week from Veterans Memorial High School.
That is right. Congratulations.
She's a great player. Her, Parker Malone, and you know the Malone name.
Oh, yes.
You got it there as well. Thank you to Sames Ford and, of course, G-Tech Communications. And G-Tech has been a phenomenal partner and sponsor of a lot of things that we do from Malkin Interactive Communications, and it's been a nice job, and they're all in on it. They take the post that we have, and they'll send it out and move it around.
Good.
And then
beautiful partnership.
Larissa Liska has been sharing it as well on the 10 o'clock news, on Chris 6 News, highlighting the student athlete of the week as well.
Our great friends over at Chris 6. Always nice to see synergy amongst media companies because we all have the same thing in mind. We all want to highlight student athletes.
We do, but you also, Monday nights may not have a whole lot of things to talk about. There's not a lot of games going on. The games happen on Tuesdays and on Fridays for volleyball. Footballs are Thursdays and Fridays. We're not into the basketball season yet.
Not quite.
Not quite. We're going to share a lot of those times in there, so it's been interesting to see. But it's great partnerships, and, of course, we want to highlight good things in the Coastal Bend.
Exactly. That's all we're about. Highlighting these student athletes no matter which game we might be at on a given Thursday, Friday, or even in the baseball season, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know how those crazy baseball schedules go. 21-0 GP over Alice with about 1 minute and 30 seconds left till the start of the second half.
You see the mad scramble from the band.
Yeah, they're
as
rushing
they're getting
off the field
as quickly as they can. And they're bringing out Leah and Glenn Wiggins and Mr. Dean Atkinson.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Doug, but in your broadcasting career, you have broadcasted games with Wiggins and Atkinson's on the field. Am I correct?
Yes.
Right?
Not at the same time.
Not at the same time, but in your career, you've had an Atkinson or a Wiggins on the field at some point.
Oh, absolutely. And the Wildcats retake the field. The Coyotes retake the field, and they're going to highlight as head coach Brent Davis shaking hands, talking to school board member Randy Eulenfeld, shaking hands with Glenn Wiggins, now Mr. Dean Atkinson. He's got the family in hand. So Dustin Atkinson is out there. He was quarterback of the Wildcats.
It's a familiar name.
I do not see Jude and/or Brandon. No, I see Brandon Wiggins. Brandon played here. His younger brother Jude, who is about 6'4" now.
They're right there, right on the 50.
And the families are all around, surrounding Mr. Dean Atkinson and Glenn and Leah Wiggins.
Nice honor right there for both families. We had president of the Booster Club, Frank Gonzalez, on with us moments ago.
And Mr. DeGase just said Ray Akins called Mr. Atkinson and asked him to be the president of the Booster Club. So that was a really nice thing. So a lot of tie and a lot of history.
President of the Booster Club for many years. And Leah served as treasurer of the Booster Club.
Moments away from the second half here at Ray Akins Wildcat Stadium. Wildcats 21, Alice nothing.
I told Frank during the break, I'll tell you here on the air as we're waiting to have a little bit more time here before we get going. I had the opportunity for my coverage with the Islander women's basketball team. The first round of the NCAA tournament live from Los Angeles at the USC's arena, and Mr. Atkinson texts me right before hey Doug, great game so far. I'm listening to you. I've got the TV muted, and I'm listening to you on the radio. And I'm like, okay, that's really cool.
Pretty awesome.
That's really cool. He didn't have to do that.
No.
He could have watched it on television
and
like everybody else.
Honestly, the right call to do, for sure. We appreciate that so much.
Oh, absolutely. But that's just the kind of man that he is. He had he had the thought of, the presence of mind, say, hey, Doug, I'm listening to you. And well, Mr. Atkinson, thank you so much.
It's awesome to hear all the festivities of the halftime show are wrapped up, and it looks like we're just about ready for some football here, Doug, to get the second half going.
And this Alice Coyote crowd that has made their way to Portland tonight, they have not left. They are full force in those stands. It pretty well traveled pretty well, should I say. The band did a great job tonight too. I mean, I don't know if you'd be able to listen to it as we were trying to cover some stuff, but that was some really powerful presence coming from that Alice Coyote band.
They always have one of the more renowned bands in the area. Here we go, second half.
McGinnis kicking off, and it's an end-over-end high, back deep, inside, fielded about the 7-yard line. Looks like Salais, and he's hit and driven backwards. Got up to the 15-yard line.
Tackled by Isaac Gonzalez, the sophomore, number 21, showing out on kickoff coverage. Alice had a rough go at it in the first half. Not a lot going on for the Coyotes. 54 total yards, 30 rushing, 24 passing. Lucian Cruz was 6 of 11 passing for 24 yards and 1 interception. He got hit a few times as well.
Yes, he did. And the Coyotes coming with 2 receivers on the right side. There's a snap to Cruz. Quick throw out. Hits his man, Sesmelis. He was able to step out of 1 tackle. Gets all the way up to about the 19. Actually, it looks like they're spotting at the 18.
He was tackled by number 4, Quinn Sumnick.
No, check that. It's at the 20. At the 20, sorry.
Right on the 20. Yeah, Doug, you're right about that. That right foot by the referee on the 20.
Now, we saw in the first game of the year against Carroll, Sesmelis likes that spin move as soon as he catches to be able to get up the field, and he's very successful at it. He catches it again, up the field, stutter step, and it looks like he has enough yardage for a first down for the Coyotes.
Number 11, Smith.
And they're going to go quick.
And maybe that's what they got to do, Doug. A little bit of quick game to try to slow up this Gregory Portland pass rush.
1st and 10 from the Coyote 26-yard line. Peterson comes out far to the right side. Cruz looking again. Swing pass out. Hits his man and dropped down about the 25-yard line, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. It was caught by number 19.
So what a play right there by Brent Nuss.
He's had himself a great game.
I do not have 19 on the roster.
No gain officially.
I heard Mr. DeGay say his name, but I don't know. I'm surprised that it's another time that we're missing a player on the roster. 2 receivers split out for the Coyotes on the left side. Cruz quickly wants to throw. Waiting, now going to try to dump it off. He's got his man wide open on the left sideline all the way down. Picks up enough yardage for a first down. It was complete to number 23, Landon Brunston.
Brunston's a big guy out there, man. And I like what Alice is doing there. You haven't been able to run the ball, so let's just short pass and use that as an extension of the run game.
Yes, up to the 37-yard line and a first down for the Coyotes. 2 receivers right. Cruz snap, looking to throw, quickly tipped up in the air, intercepted by the Wildcats. Cole Ziprian.
What a play by Cole Ziprian. Second turnover for this Gregory Portland defense. Second takeaway by the Wildcats. Wow. That is highlight worthy right there from Cole Ziprian.
I did not see who got their hand on it to tip it up.
If it was Ziprian, then that was amazing. If he tipped it and made the interception, we'll double check that. But here comes the Wildcat offense.
2 back set again for the Wildcats. 1st and 10 from the Coyote 37. Dooms with a handoff to Coates. He's got a blocker out in front. Gets down to the sideline at the 20. Turn it on at the 10. Over inside the 10. And he's feeling the effects of that one. That right leg hit his teammate. I think he hit Brandon Flores.
Yeah, he did. Right in Flores' back. Flores had a great block right there, as well as Cody Adame downfield.
And they're going to send Coates out. Checking in is Gavin Kloss. 1st and 10 from the 10. And Adame bouncing off. I don't know how he's staying on his feet. He's tough running tonight. Still as the pile's moving and get him all the way to the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5.
Just a lot of push, Doug. A lot of drive. Keep those legs churning.
It's slow getting everybody off that pile.
On the stop for Coyotes, number 2, Dante Olivar.
And now Coates heading back in the ball game. Klaus got his one play in. Flores heading out to the left. Dominguez for the Wildcats splitting out to the right. Adame with a single back by Reed Dooms. Play clock to 3. Snap up the middle. And Adame may get down about the 2-yard line, maybe the 3.
Making the tackles, number 6.
Getting down to the 3.
Yeah, it's closer to the 3. Hard to tell from our angle right here.
But I always try to follow the opposite line judge.
3rd and goal.
Wildcats leading 21-0. 8:24 to go here in the 3rd. 2-back set again. Dooms hands off Coates. Following by Adame. Trying to get to the outside turns. The flag comes flying in. This is coming back.
Yeah. And they know it. Hands to the head of number 11, Carter Dominguez. I think they're going to get him on a hold, Doug. I believe that was on Dominguez because after he saw the flag fly and his hands came to his head like, ah. And then we do have a timeout on the field for an injured Coyote.
And they're going to spot the ball back at the 13-yard line.
(21-0) Wildcats. 8:07 in the 3rd quarter. Penalty is going to push the Wildcats back to the 13. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 13 when play resumes. Coach Davis talking to head official Art Green, protesting the call, as a coach will do.
Sometimes he wants to know who it was on.
Who was on? You just want to know the context. What happened? Why did you call that?
Because as great as people think it might be to watch a game from the sideline, you really have a hard time seeing what's going on.
13-yard line.
Especially 50 yards away from you.
Agreed with that.
3rd and goal from the 13 for the Wildcats on the 2-back set again. Play clock down to 8. Coates in motion. Dooms waiting, patiently throwing. Touchdown, Brandon Flores.
Doug, what a pass from Dooms. And that is the first touchdown reception for Flores on the season.
Braden Flores, my apologies, not Brandon. Braden Flores.
He gets in.
Palacios to try the extra point with Ryder Harrison to hold. High snap. Ryder Harrison pulls it down. The kick makes it through. 28-0. 7:42 to go. Stay with us.
Welcome to Allen Samuels, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Aransas Pass, where great deals meet great quality.
Take advantage of up to $16,000 off on select new model Ram 1500s with no payments for 90 days. But that's not all. Enjoy 0% APR for 36 months on our new Jeep Wranglers. Your summer adventure starts here. Visit us today and let's make this summer amazing together.
We're only 20 minutes away from downtown Corpus Christi. Come by. Let's be friends.
GTech 360 proudly celebrating 20 years in business. What a local internet provider can do for you? No data caps. 24/7 customer support. Expert installations. Locally owned and operated. We connect people and communities. Give us a call today at 361-777-1400 for your internet, VoIP, and security needs.
Kickoff back deep, fielded back inside the 5, and maybe gets back to the 12-yard line. Number 19 for the Alice Coyotes.
The 19 Gage White Farrell on the return.
Wildcats
What
28
did he say? Blake?
Number 21, Isaac Gonzalez.
I think he said his first name is Blake.
28-0 Wildcats. 7:36 left in the third quarter. Wildcats have been able to turn 2 takeaways into touchdowns tonight. Exactly what you want to do when you take the ball away from another team.
The Coyotes were able to move the ball the last drive till the interception. See what they do this drive. Hands off to number 1, Roel Alvear. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. I think he might have lost a yard.
I think that's a negative play right there. Is Ryder Harrison in the backfield.
And he did lose a yard.
Second down and 11 for the Coyotes.
They're going to spot the ball at the 12. Wildcat defense has had some good speed tonight, getting to a lot of penetration. Second down. Cruz snap, pumps. Pressure's coming, wants to get the screen. Throws it in there, and lucky that wasn't intercepted.
Weston Bono.
Passing complete.
He had 8 tackles last week, led the team in tackles last week against Sinton. Tonight he's made a couple of plays. He's having himself a great season in the middle of that defensive line, and he put a licking right there on the quarterback, Lucian Cruz.
But not enough to draw the flag.
Held up just enough.
Cruz on third down, looking to throw. Waiting, now swings it out. Hits Salais. Got a little bit of room to run, cuts back against the grain. Gets across the 20-yard line and makes it a 4th and 1, maybe?
Very close.
And they're going to give him a first down. That's to the 23-yard line. That's a first down for the Coyotes.
Ties the Coyotes for the longest play from scrimmage. 11-yard gain. Him and Brunston. The longest gains for the Coyotes.
2-by-2 set for the Coyotes. 1st and 10. Cruz looking to throw again. He's been just swinging everything out. Hits Alvear again. Sorry, that's Salais.
My goodness. And a
big
heavy collision. Yeah, heavy collision, Doug. Riley Harris.
And Salais waits, picks up Ian Ward's and slaps him on the helmet and say, hey, man, nice tackle.
You got to show some respect right there.
Number 17, Riley Harrison, the tackle.
Spotting it at the 26. Cruz looking to throw again on the right. This time a nice out route to Peterson. Turns up the field, gets close to a first down. I think they're going to get enough on that reception as he lunged forward to get him to the 25 and moving the sticks.
Tackles number 26, Cameron Garcia.
Sorry, the 35 and moving the sticks.
Yeah, Alice first down.
Two receivers out on the left side of the formation. 1st and 10 for the Coyotes. Working their way down the field. Cruz hands off. Gets about 4 yards on the carry as Hayden Trejo. And then upended to the 39-yard line, a gain of 4.
Yeah, seeing Alice just having some success here.
Riley Harris.
Getting things to the outside, these short swing passes. They haven't been really able to do anything in between the tackles, but they are getting some decent yardage when they swing it on the outside. 2nd and 6 upcoming.
2 receivers on the right. And rolling back out to us right now, looking to throw, waiting, and then it dumps it off again. And they're getting a nice job on that and gets close to another first down yardage. Is 23 Landon Brunston on that reception.
Pass complete to number
6 yards.
Landon Brunston.
And they're giving the easy check down type of passes to Cruz. They're getting him in a nice rhythm. Maybe softening up the Gregory Portland defense a little bit in hopes of
trying to bust something deep.
Yeah, taking a deep shot here eventually.
2 receivers out on the left side as they move the ball. from their 13 all the way to the 45-yard line. Quick handoff. Hit in the backfield and drop for a loss. Ziprian in on it along with the Wildcats.
Isaac Gonzalez.
Behind the line by number 21, Isaac Gonzalez.
Sophomore making the play.
And it's a loss of 4 on the play, back to the 41. Second down and 14.
Second down and 14.
Cruz looking to throw again. Pressure's coming up the middle. He slides over to the left now. Quick dump off again to Salais. Has a little bit of that lost yardage back. I think they're spotting him at the 44-yard line on that reception.
That was Ryder Salais. He was tackled by number 15, Cole Ziprian.
Third down and 11, James.
Yeah, Ziprian on the tackle. Sorry. Kind of lost my train of thought right there, but there you go.
Ziprian has great speed, and get him out there, he's able to go make a play. Doing a nice job not overrunning anything tonight. Wildcats showing a ton of pressure. Here it comes up the middle. Rolling around Cruz, he's sacked.
Quinn Supnet, number 4, making the play. An amazing pressure package right there from the Wildcats.
And that was a party in the backfield to go attack the quarterback.
It really was. Ian Ward was in on the fray. Supnet was the one that finally tripped up Cruz.
Back to receive for the Wildcats, number 23, Ryder Harrison.
Harrison's back deep inside his 25. The ball comes, and they do not run into the kicker. And it's a short kick, and it takes a Wildcat roll, and it's downed by a Coyote at the GP 47.
We have some local halftime scores.
Wildcat defense forces another Alice Coyote punt.
Ingleside 6, Corpus Christi Ray 0. And Cal Allen 15, Rockport Fulton 0.
Possession number 8 for Gregory Portland. 2:07 left in the third quarter. Here come the Wildcats.
Trips on the left side. Quick throw out now. Hits Flores in the hands, and it pops up over his head and falls incomplete.
Pass intended for number 7, Greg Floyd is incomplete. He's second down and 10.
10 of 17, Reed Dooms through the air, 95 yards, 1 touchdown pass to Flores.
A 21-7 lead for the Carroll Tigers at halftime. London and Aransas Pass in a close game, 27-21. Two receivers out on the left side this time on 2nd and 10, hands off. Johnny Long up the middle. Long is pulling away, dragging the Coyote defenders all the way inside Coyote territory. They're going to give him down to the 38-yard line.
Number 20, Johnny Long.
15 yards. That was a long run by Johnny.
Alex Xavier Ramirez.
Go, Johnny, go, right?
That'll be a Wildcat first down.
Just enjoying what this Wildcat offensive line has been able to do tonight.
H back on the left. Dooms. 3-step drop. Setting up deep. Going down deep down the field. He's got his man. It overthrows and nearly intercepted. By a one-handed catch by, who was that, number 27, Maddox Carrillo.
That was ambitious. And when you're up 28-0, you could take shots like that into double coverage.
Number 27, Maddox Carrillo, defending on the play.
A minute 30 remaining in the third quarter before the Wildcats switch ends. Clock is stopped for the moment. Play clock is down to 10 as the Wildcats get set at the line of scrimmage with the 2-back set. Either side of Dooms. Hands off to Coates. Dodges one defender. Can't get past the second. And the helmet shot from Damian Alvear.
Making the tackle for the Coyotes is number 25, Delonzo Gonzalez.
3rd and 9 officially.
A 1-yard gain from Coates.
GP's looked solid tonight, Doug. I think this is what we've all been waiting to see.
Yes. Two-by-two set for the Wildcats. Snap. Dooms looking to throw on third down. Going deep down the field and way overthrows Flores. Flores looks like he stopped. I think the way Dooms was looking, he wanted to go just a tad deeper. And for those of you, let you know on that, the music you heard from the band playing, that's not the Wildcat band. That's the Coyote band across the field.
Whatever advantage you can get.
No, but that's how loud they are tonight.
Yes.
That's impressive.
And to go back to what happened on that play, Doug, I think you might be right on that. Dooms might have been expecting Flores to continue up the seam. Flores turned around expecting the ball to be there.
Cut it off kind of square. Dominguez out on the, sorry, that's not Dominguez. That is number 80. And whistles. That was a false start. I thought everybody was moving.
Who are you trying to identify?
Braylon Nicholas,
yes.
Sorry, has been out on the right side. I want to make sure we knew.
We've seen Nicholas in a few ball games.
Yes, he has. And I think he's been coming along, and Coach Rose has been saying.
I think so too, Doug. I really do. I've noticed he's run some crisp routes. He's been able to get open at times. And fourth down, here comes a punt from the Wildcats.
48 seconds left in the quarter. A wobbly snap and a high kick by Ryder Harrison. Deep. Takes a Wildcat roll inside the 10, all the way down to the 5-yard line of the Coyotes.
Couldn't ask for anything better from your punter than to pin him down on the 5-yard line. Things have been going all kinds of right for Gregory Portland tonight. 28-0. Wildcats over the Coyotes. 36 seconds left in the third quarter.
It's really hard to shut out a team in a football game. Now, I'm not saying that's what I expect the Wildcats to do. I'm just saying that the Alice Coyote teams have been able to move the ball, but they've had some self-inflicted wounds tonight with 2 interceptions. Cruz is in his end zone. He's going to try to keep and get a little more yardage, and he's met at the 5. Forward progress has him down about the 8.
Riley Harrison on the tackle, as well as Aiden Moreno.
7, Lucian Cruz. Fourth tackle by number 24, Aiden Moreno. Short gain on the play, second down and 7.
30 yards rushing for the Coyotes. And we are through 3 quarters. 30 total yards rushing. Alice with 106 total yards of offense.
And the Wildcats take it to the end of the quarter along with the Coyotes, and they're going to switch ends.
Fourth quarter. Time to throw your 4s up. 12 minutes of football left here at Ray Akins Wildcat Stadium. Wildcats 28, Coyotes nothing. 106 total yards of offense for Alice. And Gregory Portland, let me bust out my calculator here real quick. Gregory Portland with a total of 298 yards of offense, 203 of those on the ground, 95 passing. Adame 15 for 87. 3 touchdowns. Dooms 10 for 71. All games available on demand. Don't forget our on-demand section, MICSportsNetwork.com, and on our YouTube channel at MIC Sports Network. Be sure to follow us on social media, on X and Insta at MIC Sports Network, network spelled Network. Facebook, MIC Sports Network.
Nice run from Cruz to get 3 yards to get out of his own end zone, to create a little bit of space for him. And they have second down and 7. He's one to pass. His feet at the goal line. Throws out deep. Sesmel is hit about the 20-yard line, and they're bringing him back. Forward progress.
Pass complete to number 11.
They're marking him at the 20 because they look like he was all the way up here.
Here's tackle by number 6, Cooper Edwards.
And that's a first down for the Coyotes.
One of the better throws we've seen from Lucian Cruz tonight.
And those are long throws. Marcos and I talked about that last night when watching Dylan Everett for Kingsville. If you're throwing from the middle of the field out to the thing, that's 25, 30-something yards you're putting it. 4, 5, 6 yards down the field, making a little bit of a move. Cruz looking to throw it out to his right again, firing the ball right inside. Hits a man in stride, a nice pickup. Peterson, another first down for the Coyotes, all the way up to
Pass complete to number 40,
the Coyote
Jamarian Peterson.
36-yard line.
Ryder Harrison.
17 yards.
Another Coyote first down.
Back-to-back first downs. Sesmelis out on the left. 2 receivers split on the right, including Peterson along the far sideline. Snap to Cruz, fakes the handoff, fires out to the right. He's got his man after about a 1-yard gain, trying to step out of that tackle, and a couple of extra Wildcats come and close the deal on Landon Brunston.
Yeah, first Wildcat on the scene was Quinn Supnet on the initial hit.
Also on the stop, number 26, Cameron Garcia.
Supnet's had a pretty good ball game tonight. He's been everywhere on the field. Number 4's been making plays for that defense.
Yeah, 2-yard gain on first down brings up 2nd down and 8. Coyotes wanting to get on the board. 2 receivers now on the left side of the formation. Play clock down to 10. Cruz is rolling out to his left, throws. Sesmelis stops, tried to put a stiff arm on, and is down close to a first down.
Pass complete to number 11.
Looks like they're giving him the 45-yard line. No, they're giving him a first down. The line judge here is signaling first down. They're going to give him the 46. And a first down.
That's the 6th reception for Colin Sesmelis.
2 receivers out on the right side. Cruz with the snap, fakes the handoff, rolling out to his right, going to throw back. Hits it up, tipped it off of his helmet, and then on the ground.
I liked what they had set up right there. They had 3 big guys, 3 linemen just waiting as a convoy if they were able to get that screen pass online.
Salaiz off of his hands, popped up in the air, off of his helmet, and then down to the turf. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Stop the clock, 9:46 to go in the ball game. The right tackle flinched his head for a moment. Cruz trying to step out of a tackle, able to get around one, can't get back again, and they get him at the 40-yard line.
Gotta love how Riley Harris plays football. He misses the initial tackle, gets back up, and makes sure that he's able to bring down Cruz. Loss of 6. Riley Harris, that kid's been everywhere tonight.
Austin Wynn comes in. Spelling number 52, Weston Bono. 3rd down and 15 coming up. 16, sorry, for the Coyotes. Back in their own end. Now they're sending a couple of guys in motion. Play clock was running down to 1 second left, and Coach Castellanos calls a timeout, their first of the second half. $8:56 to go in the ball game, and it's a 28-0 lead for the GP Wildcats over the Alice Coyotes here. Alice is 2-2 on the year. GP 0-4.
Yeah, 0-4, and right now they're about, like you said, Doug, 8 minutes and 50 seconds away from picking up their first victory of the season before they head into their off week. And like Coach Brent Davis said in the Coaches Show, they want to taste victory before they get to the off week. They want to have that sense of, hey, we can win. We know we can win before they head into district play.
And what he said was, too, was they're real tight and they're afraid about making mistakes. They just got to go play football. You can't worry about making a mistake or worry about losing it. You got to go out there with a mindset to win. And that was part of the thing is first you must believe. You got to believe that you're going to win the ball game. You got to have that mindset. I heard that from Coach Aikenson here one night when we had him up for an interview. You had to believe that you had an opportunity to win the ball game. 3rd down for the Coyotes. Cruz snap, 5-step drop, rolling out to his right now, waiting, wanting to throw down the field. Stop, going to turn it up, get all the way up the sideline. Hit hard, but I think he's got enough for a first down.
Aiden Moreno's the one that laid that hit, but yeah, enough for the first down. Lucian Cruz with a
First down.
big-time run right there.
All the way to the Wildcat 43-yard line.
Gain of 17.
Single back to Cruz. 1st and 10. One to throw, firing out to the right-hand side, and caught and shoved out of bounds. Was number 3, Peterson, on the reception.
Pass complete to number 3, Javarian Peterson.
4th reception for Peterson.
Knocked out of bounds on number 26,
30
Cameron
yards
Garcia.
receiving.
Got a 3-yard catch on
down,
that.
7.
2nd and 7 for the Coyotes. Now a 2x2 base set for the Coyotes. Snap to Cruz, 1 to throw, and swing pass out again. Salaiz steps out of 1 tackle, slides up, and another hit coming in on the shoulder pads. You can hear the pop in my headphones. I don't know if you heard them all both, but Salaiz, a nice gain, makes it a 3rd down and 2.
A lot of passing here in the second half for Alice. Of course, you're down 28-0, becoming a one-dimensional team, but ever since they have resorted to the passing game, they've been picking up some pretty good chunk yards.
KEYS Corpus Christi, you're listening to GP Wildcat Football on News Talk KEYS 1440 AM and 98.7 FM.
7:20 left in the ball game. Clock is ticking.
5 seconds left on the play clock. Cruz has to move quickly. He got it at 1. Going to keep all the way, trying to get the 1st down. Met at the line of scrimmage and then driven backwards.
Quinn Supnet on the initial hit. Brent Nuss was in there. Ryder Harrison.
Taking the tackles on
Aiden Moreno as well.
Loss of 1 back to the 36.
I don't know, Doug. I mean, I know Adame's had a good game on the ground, but Quinn Supnet's had a good game defensively. There's a couple of guys on that defense who I think could be eligible for player of the game.
That's why I said leading candidate from the first half.
And everybody's deserving with the way they've played tonight.
4th down for the Coyotes, going for it. Pressure's coming, going to throw, tipped up in the air and incomplete. Ball goes over on downs.
Oh, man. Nice play right there. I want to say that was number 36, Jordan Chapman, who got his hand up.
6 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in the ball game. Wildcats take over at their 36-yard line.
Another turnover on downs. Second turnover on downs forced by the Wildcats tonight.
And a handoff right up the middle. As Johnny Long on the carry gets to the 41 of the Coyotes. And now this is the opportunity for the Wildcats to take as much time off the clock as they can. We watched Moody work that extremely effectively last night, Marcos.
Yeah, we did, Doug. Great game on the ground for them.
2 receivers out on the left for the Wildcats on 2nd down. Hands off Long again, being patient, slips by a guy, falls forward, has enough for a 1st down at the 46-yard line.
Big number 75, Andrew Evans. Great job opening up that hole for Johnny Long.
Hallbelt checks out of the ball game. And Walker Thomas is in now as the tight end. Nicholas split on the right side of the formation. Snap to Dooms. Handoff, Johnny Long. Cuts inside Coyote territory down to the 49. And there's a timeout on the field for a Coyote. And that'll give us an opportunity to say thank you for listening tonight. Thank you to our sponsors. We appreciate their support all season long. And that's presenting sponsor, title sponsor, Allen Samuels, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Aransas Pass, Moody's Quality Meats, Al Williford Chevrolet, G-Tech Communications, South Texas Bone and Joint, Lux Realty Group. Don't forget complete foundation repairs tonight, Neil's Urban Oven, Moore's Compounding Pharmacy, and the Corpus Christi Sports Commission scoreboard sponsor tonight as well. Tonight, the TSN postgame and scoreboard show starting at 10 o'clock and 10:30 respectively. Tomorrow, Mississippi State and the #1 Texas Longhorns, 2 p.m. pregame. Kickoff set for 3:15, so a little bit longer of a pregame show for Craig Way, Roger Wallace, and Will Matthews. Sunday, the Sports Rush 9 to 11. And at 1 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, it's the NASCAR Hollywood Casino 400 from the Kansas Speedway.
Let's go.
As they are getting closer to the end of the NASCAR season and the chase for the championship.
Yeah.
Yes.
Playoffs are coming up for NASCAR.
And Michael Martin makes his way off the field. Seems to be fine for the Coyotes. Second down coming up for the Wildcats. Dooms, handoff Long, up the middle, breaking through. Long has some speed, still carrying. Gets all the way down inside the 35, down to the 32.
17.
27, Maddox.
Long has had some burst.
That'll be a Wildcat first down.
Doesn't carry the ball too often. Of course, Cody Adame takes most of that, but Long has had a run of 15 and 17 tonight. He's had 5 total carries, 47 yards.
4:44 remaining in the ball game. 28-0 Wildcats. 2 receivers on the right side of the formation. Long to the right of Reed Dooms. Handoff again. Long bounces to the outside on the left. Down inside the 20. Marking him down at the 16-yard line.
16 yards.
Hallbelt checking back in.
Back-to-back big runs from Johnny Long. Wildcats just milking this one down.
This is one of those times you take as much time off the play clock as you can.
Completely physical and dominating performance from Gregory Portland.
2 receivers split on the right side of the formation. Long to the right of Reed Dooms. Play clock down to 3 as they take the snap. Pressure's coming in the backfield, and Long slips by as able to get down inside the 15, down to the 10-yard line. Clock continues to run with 3:43 remaining in the ball game.
Johnny Long with some nice yardage tonight, 69 total yards.
Two receivers bouncing out to the right side. Nicholas Swell on the far right side. Long to the left of Reed Dooms. Play clock down to 7. They move Hallbelt from the right side to the left side. Play clock down to 3. Dooms has a snap at 2. Long fighting for some yardage, gets back to the line of scrimmage. I think there was a little bit more confusion on that play than I think the Wildcats wanted to let on and everybody know.
They're down in 4.
But the clock continues to run with 2:53 remaining in the ball game. It'll be 3rd down from the 10-yard line. They can get a first down. Long behind Dooms. Rolling back around. Dooms going to throw it. Incomplete. Looks like it was intended for Hallbelt.
Tried to get the big man involved.
It was at his feet.
Yeah, skipped in just a little bit. Dooms didn't get enough on that throw.
Well, there was also 2 Coyotes that had flushed out, trying to affect the passing lanes for Dooms, and he wisely didn't try to throw it high enough where it could have been intercepted. And it looks like the field goal unit's coming out.
Here comes, Palacios is out on the field.
With the opportunity at the 17-yard line, makes it a 27-yard field goal attempt. Good snap. The kick is up, and the kick right down the middle. 31-0.
They had to rush Palacios out onto the field, but the whole execution was very clean, and just a beautiful kick right there from Ben Palacios. Wildcats 31-0, and now at this point, you're this defense who has dominated all game long. You want to preserve that goose egg. You want that shutout. with 2 minutes and 32 seconds left. Wildcats 31, Coyotes nothing. James Espinosa, Doug Kesterson with you. MICSportsNetwork.com and News Talk KEYS.
So, McGinnis to kick off. 2 Coyotes back deep. Alvear. It's on the far side at the 15-yard line. McGinnis is approach. Kick high, end over end, going back deep. And it goes out of bounds. So another kickoff out of bounds. And another 5-yard penalty for the Wildcats tonight makes it their 8th penalty of the night. $60 yards in penalties tonight for the Wildcats.
There's one thing I think they could probably, of course, harp on from tonight is maybe just a tad bit cleaner on that.
We've seen some games where there's just a ton of flags, and other nights tonight is pretty minimal.
Yeah.
Wishbone offense looking and trying to get the ball and just run it now. Nice carry again for number 19.
Ball carries number 19, Farrell.
Farrell, I believe is what he said.
Number 25, Richard Brown.
So number 19 on the carry, 1 yard gain.
I believe he said his last name is Farrell.
Farrell.
Second down and 9 for the Coyotes.
Tackle made by Richard Brown.
And another unique formation. Cruz with the handoff again. Just going to run the ball and try to get this game and get on out of here.
Ball carries number 19, Farrell.
1:35 left.
Up to the 33-yard line, another gain of 2. Clock at 1:28 left in this ball game.
7 for the Coyotes.
And they're content to take as much time off the clock as they can. And they're getting set at the line of scrimmage with 5 seconds left on the play clock. Cruz has to hurry. There's a snap at 1. Wants to throw, waiting, now flushed out, sacked.
Jordan Chapman collects a sack.
Back at the 28.
And number 36, Jordan Chapman.
And it brings up 4th down and forever. At 38 seconds, play clock is down to 23. Coyotes have to run one more play. And they're sending Joseph Gaza back to punt. And the Wildcats have Brent Nuss back to catch it. And the Alice Coyotes call a timeout with 12 seconds left in the ball game. And this one's just about done, James.
Yeah, it is, Doug. Wildcats will pick up their first victory of the season. They're going to preserve what looks to be a shutout, 31-0. You got to feel good if you're Gregory Portland after the rough start. And I think they're going to put in number 40. That is Gilbert Casas, the senior defensive tackle.
Explain that. Why is the crowd in the student section giving Casas a round of applause?
He's a long time, he's a senior, been around the program for a long time. He's just one of those favorites, Doug.
Kind of like a Rudy moment.
Yes, exactly.
Snap back. Gaza gets the punt away. And Nuss says stay away from it, and it's down by the Coyotes at the Wildcat 42. And that's ball game.
Wildcats pick up their first victory of the season.
And the handshake line is making its way down. And while we're still on the air, let's make a decision on who is the player of the game.
Man, this one's tough. I mean, look, it's. I feel like the touchdowns that were scored were directly because of the defense and the turnovers they had. I think I'm going to roll with Brent Nuss. Nuss had a key interception, would have been a pick six. It's very tough. It can honestly go to a few guys, but I think we're going to roll with Brent Nuss tonight, the safety for the Wildcats.
And he had an opportunity to return a punt, even though he did not do it. He waved everybody off. So let's go with the defensive guy. Not a lot of defensive guys get a lot of love.
Exactly.
So let's go ahead and do that. So Marcos, your thoughts on the ball game tonight?
I thought it was a good game. I mean, for the Alice Coyotes, I mean, they really just couldn't get anything going offensively, as the Gregory Portland Wildcats had a really solid game on the defensive side of the ball. As James said, forced turnovers, was really swarming to the ball all night long, not letting up many yards after contact, did a good job wrapping up. And then offensively, they did what they've needed to do. We talked about their struggles that they've had throughout this season in terms of turning the ball over. They took care of the football today. They forced turnovers on the other side of the football. That's a winning brand of football. That's the brand of football that the GP Wildcats want to continue playing as they continue out this season. And they get their first win tonight.
Tonight's game, it will be archived on MICSportsNetwork.com and the MIC Sports Network YouTube page. Thank you guys for listening on News Talk KEYS 1440 AM and 98.7 FM, and watching on MICSportsNetwork.com. For GPTV, Will Waddell on Carver, Marcos Marroquin live stream producing, Aiden Ducker at the studios, and James Espinosa. I'm Doug Kesterson. Have a great rest of your evening. So long from the Vito Duran press box at Ray Akins Wildcat Stadium. Have a great rest of your night. We'll go to commercial break, go to regular programming. The TSN scoreboard show will start at 10 o'clock tonight. Thank you for being a part of the broadcast. Good night.